Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back with another pick a card reading. Today we are finding out what do the men / the people you date really think and feel about you. Also, you can use this reading today if you have someone on your mind. Just apply the reading to them. I have 5 options. You guys know the drill. Observe the numbers, observe the stones, see what calls out to you. Now, while you guys do that, I do want to announce a few things. I know it's been a while since I uploaded here on this channel, but you can support me on Patreon. It's only $1, and I do pick a card readings and monthly predictions on there, as well as other things. Also, I do upload on my collective channel very frequently as well. Again, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, for updates on everything I have going on. And I'm still having my 70% off sale in my Shopify store, so you guys can check it out below. Also, if you spend $40, you get a free one of this deck too as well, which is really exciting. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I missed you guys, so I'm super excited to get into the reading and find out what do the men / people that you date really think and feel about you. This reading is also timeless and unisex. All right, let's get started. All right, pile number 1, let's get right into it and find out what do the people that you date / are dating really think of you. Again, for this pile, I'm definitely sensing a lot of different energies coming in here. So even if you're kind of wanting to inquire about one person, I'm definitely getting the idea that a lot of different people you guys have experienced or dated kind of view you in different ways, but at the same time, there seems to be a central theme coming in here that you guys do have it going on. You have a very optimistic spirit and you are successful in one way or another that could intimidate or even make people jealous that you have dated. Again, you guys have this Empress / Emperor energy coming in here, very powerful energy. So the people you have dated in the past may have even been jealous of how powerful you guys are. I'm definitely sensing you have something of your own that people could be jealous of, maybe your own home or your own office or your own business, or just the way you guys handle things make people very, very jealous. Again, if you're younger, I feel like some of you guys may still live at home, but yet you have a sense of independence that maybe people you have dated got jealous of. I'm kind of getting the energy that it doesn't matter like what age you're at. I've even met people that are my age or even older, and they have to kind of call and check in with their parents on everything they're doing. And I feel like there are people that you have dated that notice that you guys just aren't that type. Again, you guys could have fire sign in your chart or be very free-spirited, very independent. Even if like, it's kind of funny, you run the home. That is really funny, pile number 1. Even if you guys do live with your parents or you live with friends or your roommate, it seems to be you guys are the head of the house. That may not be true, but it kind of feels like people respect you guys. And even if you're young, like you have a leadership quality to you. So people you date kind of feel like, wow, I kind of want to be the man, the woman of the house, but I really can't around this person because they're holding it down. And again, if you really do own your own home or own your own business, that is something that people you date kind of are intimidated by. And they can even be jealous of that. But again, pile number 1, I'm not even saying that you guys are coming across as bossy or you're coming across as someone domineering. It's not even like that. It's almost the complete opposite. And I feel like it catches people off guard because with this optimist and the young female energy, it seems like you guys actually have a really free-spirited, youthful energy. So it's almost like you have this vibe where like people don't expect that you're really holding it down behind the scenes because maybe people have also seen you as someone that is a little ungrounded or someone who has free-spirited or fun. Like I do feel like with the key here, people feel like you got some sort of magic to you or some sort of like hidden treasure or some sort of like secret to life because it seems like you could really handle your own. And again, I feel like people you guys date or have dated, or even if you're inquiring about one person to get a general idea of what's going on here, your sense of stability definitely gets them a little bit shook. And I do feel like, again, this pile I'm hearing could have dealt with in the past, like, you know, what's the word, like hobosexuals, like people that want to kind of move in on you or move in on your energy. Because this is something inside of you. Some of you guys are like, I really don't feel like I have any of that, Alice. Well, then you kind of bring that energy wherever you go. Like for some of you guys, you could be more of a free-spirited type of person, yet you always are stable and secure in other people's eyes. Or people kind of envy the fact that maybe you do kind of travel or you're a little bit nomadic and yet you always find home somewhere. And I do feel like pile number 1, okay, I'm getting a little bit of bitter energy here. So this may not be everybody you guys date, but there have been people in the past that kind of felt like you were very touch and go with them. Like you used them for a place to stay and you left, or they wanted to use you and you didn't let them or something like that. Like it seems like people are bitter here, but I really just feel like you guys live life on the go. And I'm not getting like a user energy at all here. I'm getting a very independent energy where people almost expect people to be clingy in a way that you guys are not. And then again, I just want to let you guys know I do have 70% off, and if you do spend $40 or more, you get a free one of this deck in my shop. But my digital decks as well, I have a message here. Look, I do love you, but I'm afraid you don't love me. I prefer to play it cool to feel in control. And I think that's what you guys have dealt with a lot, or even if you're inquiring about one person here, it seems to be this energy where you are so cool, so calm, so collected, so independent, so free-spirited that it actually tends to get people shook. And it gets people feeling like you don't like them. And again, you guys could be very vocal or very reassuring, like, no, I do like you. Or even some of you guys could even be on the clingy end. But it's just the way energetically that you really don't need anybody. You accomplish so much on your own. And the way that you can just pick up and leave if something does not suit you, that gets people very nervous. And I feel pile number one, maybe some of you guys who are older or just had a lot of experience have dealt with somebody using money, or maybe even parents. Like maybe you guys have been in a situation where, you know, parents have used were controlling or used money as a way to control you, or people you've dated, right? And I feel like you guys took a lot of steps to make sure that doesn't happen. Or some of you guys have just been independent at a young age. Like, you know, you wanted to move out and just be able to live your life the way you wanted to live it, and you didn't want anybody else to interfere. But there is some sort of energy where maybe some of you guys did have to grow up fast, or you don't have a close relationship with your family, and people could actually kind of admire this, even though it may be difficult for you guys because you don't rely on other people. And I kind of feel pile number one, very interesting, but the people you date seem to feel like you're kind of detached a little bit. Like they're kind of surprised at the fact that you don't miss home, or you don't miss your family, or you don't care what they think. Like, again, you guys could be super independent. I know that it's really funny. I'm actually thinking about, some of you guys know this, but I used to be a palm reader, and I'm literally thinking about the fact that, you know, if you guys know palmistry, like if your lifeline is not connected to your headline, that means that you have this like gap of independence. And I could be saying this wrong because it's been a while, but I feel like some of you guys may have that gap of independence in your hand, or maybe not at the beginning of your life, but you strove for that, because I do feel, again, like you guys do have a very independent, free spirit that gets people shook. And of course, in relationships, that's going to trigger people because, you know, with the pile number one energy carries the leadership. I'm going to do what I want. A lot of you guys could have like Aries placements, or you're just kind of an independent person. And a lot of you guys could really love relationships, and some of you guys, it's really trauma. Like you had to be this way and you don't love it. You're trying to learn to kind of like fix your, you know, attachment style. You know, I'm hearing that. Some of you guys, it really just is, but it doesn't seem unhealthy. But with the moon card here, there is a sense of people just not quite understanding you, not understanding where you go when you're gone, and not understanding your intentions with them, because a lot of people have dealt with codependent people on the opposite end that needed them for things. And it's like, you guys really don't need anybody, but people should really enjoy the time they spent with you, because you're around people because you want to, not because you need to be around them. And anyone that really gets to know you experiences this Empress side of you, which you guys are extremely nurturing, extremely giving. And I think that's the other side of you that not a lot of people get to see or are very shocked about, that you really can be at all. And I feel like for this pile, people that you really gotten close to, or people you've dated, really see you as someone that has it all. And that's where the envy comes through, because you guys are somebody that people envy. And I do feel like this pile as well is going to be, or is successful, or has a star quality, that light work or healer quality that gets people really triggered, because you may not feel this way, but you are, I'm hearing, always land on your feet. And that's also your spiritual protection. That's God, that's your angels. So you are someone, no matter how far you go from home, you always end up where you need to be, or you are living far away from home, yet you're taken care of. And also you guys embody the Empress. So you know how to nurture and mother and give to yourself, if that makes sense too as well. And I do feel that pile number one, some of you guys do have a good relationship with your mom too as well. And that is something that people notice about you. And I'm seeing that people you date do believe that you will make a good mother. And the pile number one, I really do want to say that you guys embody this divine feminine, divine masculine energy. So what that means is that not a lot of people are ready for you. So they will take your positive qualities and twist them, but that's going to be out of envy. So this could also just be your past relationships. But I do want to say, watch out if you have a lot of things going for you, because a lot of people could be jealous of that. And I do feel like a lot of people want to be inside your home, inside your environment, but they can also be very jealous of the fact that you have it all and that you don't need them, and that you can't get up to the curb if you need to. We got the Ace of Wands here, but it's an energy too that people like can't stay away from you. And I sense that you will have, or have had in the past, exes hit you up out of the blue because they miss your energy. What else do people you date think of you? Yeah, we got the Fool card here. Again, I'm really getting this energy of like, I'm not afraid to start from zero. I'm not afraid to start over if I have to. I'm not afraid to lose you. I don't need you. I trust that God, my angels, the universe, whatever you guys believe, right, will give me something better if I walk away. Like, I just feel like you guys have this energy that's super powerful. And this energy does cause a lot of people to flee, run away, not like you. But it also causes a lot of people to be inspired by you, to follow you, to want to be like you. So what happens, pile number one, is people that you may date or encounter romantically end up just wanting to look up to you and keep a distance. Because again, this pile, I would not be surprised if you guys have a job or some sort of career where you have clients or people you teach, or you're a star of some kind, or even a content creator or an influencer, because this pile has a very influential energy, and you're not meant to kind of date everybody and appease them in that way. You're meant to go after your purpose, and anyone that's meant to be on your path, we'll try to get it together to stay in your life. But certain people are going to be hella triggered. That's what I'm hearing by like everything you have going on here, for sure. We have a King of Cups here. You guys could have dealt with a water sign man. Oh my God, we have a King of Swords here too as well, and we have a Nine of Swords. Yeah, you definitely giving people you dated anxiety, and I feel like even if you're acquiring about one person, that person could be acting up or acting weird or acting strange, and you could be coming to this reading for some sort of reassurance. What's going on here is that you're just tripping these people out. They're not really sure. I'm hearing again, like, where do you go? Where you're gone? Do you like me? Again, you guys could be hot and cold, or other people could be hot and cold with you too. But I just feel like you have this energy where people just truly feel that you'll be fine without them. And it's because it's true. Like, that's it. Like, it's true. And even if you guys felt in the past that wasn't the case, you kind of survived whatever you went through, and it just gave you this confidence in yourself that not a lot of people have. You have accomplished or done something not a lot of people have, whether it was start from scratch, or some of you guys did have situations in the family where you had to grow up fast. Some of you guys are just really mature for a young age, and there is an aspect of you that is extremely independent, and that just is something that people you have dated notice. And it's like you have done something that not a lot of people have the balls to do. You have put yourself out there in a way that not a lot of people have the balls to do. And some of you guys are like, I've never done any of that, Alice. Well, if you are just naturally a free thinker and independent person who doesn't need to check up on, doesn't need everyone's advice on what to do next in your life, doesn't need your anyone's approval, people are highly jealous of that. Because what I'm seeing here is the energy of a few people that have liked you romantically, but they kind of felt like nervous around your energy because they're not used to someone in their power, if that makes sense. And I do feel that someone here could be experiencing a lot of anxiety that you just cut them off like nothing. And also that there's certain people that really think they could loop you or trap you in one way or another. And this could be ex-friends too as well, or people that think that they can kind of get you stuck somewhere, or maybe some of you guys did move in with an ex and they thought you weren't going to leave and you packed up and left, or vice versa. Like, you have no problems like being the King of Swords too as well, which I do feel like this pile is like, I can literally be the empress of your dreams, or I can really be cold as heck. And I feel like pile number one, that's kind of like your superpower here. Like I just flipped the switch. Like, you guys could flip a switch. Like, you could have been accused of being a little like bipolar or just cold or something by people that you have dated. But I do feel like this could be because of survival instincts. This could also just be who you are. You could be an air sign, but it's also could be because you guys have been traumatized or used and abused by a lot of people. So you shut down, you shut off, and you know that you could face the world better than having fake ass people around you, which is something you guys have dealt with. So I do feel like there's an energy here of somebody that is like kind of, or people in the past, I should say, that judged you, but there's also an energy here of somebody that is understanding that, oh, I know why pile number one is like this. It's because they have been through so much. Oh, I get it now. They've been betrayed so much. That's why they're like this. Like, there's an energy if you stick around, you'll find out why I am the way that I am. But pile number one, people think of you very highly, and a lot of people just think that they don't have a clear shot, so they end up sabotaging the connection with you. And we got King of Swords. You guys can also attract a lot of people who are, maybe you would find too emotional, but also not emotional enough, like on the two ends of the spectrum, because I feel like the detached people find that they see themselves in you, but also you guys are very emotional and caring. And so there are people that are intuitive that sense that in you as well, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do see like there could be two people in your energy field right now. One person. Yeah, and I feel like people have a hard time opening up to you guys. Like, that's also like just keeping it real. But I also feel as well that you guys are like, I'm surprised because a lot of people trauma dump on you guys as well. Like, here's the thing, you guys have a healer's energy, so people feel safe around you, but they also feel like, why did I open up to that person? They didn't even give me any indication that they liked me or they wanted me to do that. So I feel like there are times where people have opened up to you guys, even in friendship, relationship, dating, and they pull back and they're like, why did I tell that person all that stuff? And it's because you guys are not haters. You guys are really good people. You want to help people. You guys are good people, but I do think that you just have triggered others because you don't act in the ways other people act, pile number one. And I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with you. If anything, there could be something wrong with other people too, right? I just mean like there's something about you that's very different than a lot of people, and people don't know how to handle you because most people are I don't want to say that sounds weird, but I'm hearing most people are kind of there's a few dimensions to them, but you guys are multidimensional in many different ways. Could be your spiritual side, your past lives, trauma, things you've gone through, it could be a really great thing and it could be a bad thing as well, because I do feel like pile number one that there is a side where I feel like people basically are so jealous of you that they pretend that these good qualities don't exist. Does that make sense? So you guys might be seeing number 1111. I think that this pile had to learn to walk away from a lot of people, because there will be a lot of people that will be very envious of you guys because you reside in a very strong spiritual dominant energy. Even if you're not a dominant person, you just are a powerhouse, and you're here to accomplish a lot and say, I don't give an F to these people, especially people you date. Like, yeah, pile number one, you're going to find that I'm hearing anything you could do, I could do better. A lot of people that you have dated feel like you could do anything better than them. So why do you even need them? And that's kind of facts, right? I do feel like you guys are willing to give people a shot, but people are not willing to give you as much of a shot because they think that you're just going to run circles around them, basically. We got this, 9 of Wands, we got 10 of Pentacles, and then we also have 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like pile number one, also, people you've dated, they feel that there are people that have tried to win you guys over, but they feel like my efforts are futile. Futile is what I'm hearing. There are people that feel like they did spend a lot of time and energy trying to get your attention, but it didn't work. So pile number one, this is a pile where I feel like a lot of people do have interest in you, but I'm hearing I'll go broke trying to get this. I don't know, pile them, but there's people that have tried really hard to get your attention, but you're not interested in them. And then I feel like there's people that you guys have been interested in that didn't try at all. And they had a shot, but they didn't believe they had a shot. That makes sense. Like, I do feel like there is this energy where people obsess over you, but orbit your energy, but also kind of pull back their energy and play games with you. Because pile number one, this is also an energy where it's just a spiritual thing, is what you need to know, that a lot of people are not on your vibration. So it's like they can't really operate in your life unless they're really meant to be there. I do think this is an energy where a lot of people are meant to be impacted by you guys, or watch you guys, or be inspired by you guys. And again, like, the person or the people you're meant to be around will stay in your life, and they may have to take breaks from your energy, but you have a very powerful energy, pile number one. That is something that you need to know. I think that's what your angels want you to know. And the reason why you always land on your feet, or you got the home, you got the house, you got the business, or you always have somewhere to go, and you always just win, is because you're divinely protected. So you don't need to rely on these people. You know, God will never put you in a position where you need to rely on any of these people, and they can feel that. They can feel that you don't need them. And especially people who don't have good intentions with you guys, pile number one, because what I am sensing as well is that there have been people that you guys have encountered that just didn't have the best intentions, so they had to go. Yeah, we got the devil here. I'm saying that I'm seeing people have gotten envious of you guys, especially people you've dated, that you can really do it all, you know? And again, you may not feel that way about yourself, but it's just natural that you guys are good at a lot of different things. But I do feel like with this 9 of Pentacles here, pile number one, maybe a lot of you guys have been single for a while, or you give off this impression that you have been single, or maybe you have been in a relationship and so you decide to take a whole break. There's this energy of people just kind of feeling like you may never settle down. I know that's not true, because you guys got the Empress in you, because anyone would love to be with the Empress, but I do feel that you guys will not settle, is what I'm really seeing here. And you will have people accuse you of needing to lower your standards or this or that, because they want you at a lower price. Like, you truly are high value, pile number one. But I am getting into that you guys don't let a lot of people close to you. But again, this reading was going to be, or I may title it, how do the people you've been dating feel about you lately? So I do feel like if you are someone in the past that felt like you have overextended yourself or gave too much, I feel like you have worked on that. And now people are seeing you as someone with a lot of standards that they got to put work in, as someone that could give themselves everything. So why are they going to settle for BS? And I do feel like there are people you guys cut off because you did not want to settle for their BS, pile number one. You could have dealt with an air sign here that felt like you should have been giving more to them, but I don't think that's the case here. You guys are like, no, this is my standard, and that's it. And I do feel like that you guys could have also blocked somebody, or someone in the past you tried to give the world to. There's a reason why you guys are the way that you are, but I do feel like pile number one, I'm not gonna lie to you, you have some scorned exes here who really feel like they really tried to make you happy, and you still left. So again, they could be delusional or narcissistic, but there's this energy of like, wow, why was I a fool to even think I can have this person? Like, people think that they're foolish to even want to try to date you. So again, you may have some power, some status, you may look really good. There's just something about you that people are extremely intimidated by you guys, pile number one. I want to be a part of your world. Like, people want to be a part of your world. You're very confusing. I feel so much with you, I can't think logically. I do feel as well there is a spiritual aspect here where people just kind of like don't know what to do with you guys, because they can't, okay, you know what I'm hearing? They can't operate in these lower energies So I'll give you guys an example. Like, say you're dating somebody and they usually play like stupid mind games or manipulation tactics, or they do all these messed up things to try to get someone to like them, right? Because a lot of times in this modern dating world, people, they don't really follow their intuition. They can just follow like these toxic habits or patterns or whatever, right? I feel like sometimes people give really bad dating advice too, and like, oh, just ignore them or this, that, right? Pound number one. And I do feel that people will try to play games with you guys, but it doesn't work. And it really frustrates people because there's something about your energy that causes people to need to level up to be around you and keep it real. So like I'm giving you as an example, like you could have had an ex here that walked away, but they wanted you to beg for them to stay, and you guys said, okay, bye, and moved on with your life. You know how earth shattering that was to that person, because that method worked every single time. So when I'm getting this energy, pal number one, you could be asking about or thinking about a new person, but a lot of exes are coming in here a little bit scorned, a little bit jealous, a little bit mad that you're doing better without them and that you never needed them. And this is an extra hoorah in your guys' end. I'm not gonna lie, if you were in a situation where people really thought that you were going to crumble without them. But there's definitely an ex here that's pretty mad that you're thriving and you're getting what you want out of life. And I feel like pal number one, the reason why you guys get what you want out of life is because, hello, you're blessed. But number two, you don't make your problems anyone else's problems. You go after the things you want in life, and you're not afraid to walk away. And the thing is, you're not sitting around complaining. You're building. And if someone wants to build with you, cool, fine. If someone else got their own thing they're building, you guys want to, collaborate, work together, create, fine. But I really feel like you guys are not looking for anyone to come in and mess up what you built. You're already coming in with this package of amazing things, and you're not trying to give away these things for free. And at the same time, you're not letting people in as easily. And maybe you guys never let people in. I'm really getting like, this is not a loner, but it is kind of a loner, but it's the detached, free spirit, but not even that, because I feel the heart chakra, like I feel the love and the care you guys have. It's just that you can't be bothered right now. Some of you guys are actually parents. That makes so much sense. Why am I going to let another man or woman around my kids? There's a protectiveness here. That's why the envy protection, like people could be envious of the things that you got. And that's why you got to stand strong and protect everything. And if that means putting up an extra barrier and pissing people off, so be it, pal number one. So yeah, people are mad that you won't lower your standards, playing their mind games, so on and so forth. And, you may have come across a few kings or queens in your lifetime, right? That what they were enough for so many people. Or you have come across people that have had other people, settle for their BS, but you guys are a step above those people, if that makes sense. So that's why you could be so triggering for a lot of people you guys date. And if you guys are interested in someone right now, right? The one thing I could say is that this person knows that they got to level up to be around you. And it's not even the sense of like an ego thing. It's a spiritual thing as well. Like I'm on this vibration playing these stupid little games when there's an empress, there's an emperor here that's giving it to me raw and real. I'm not used to this energy. And again, you guys do have a powerful energy and you move with purpose. I'm not surprised if you guys already have built so much for yourself in terms of your career, I lost feelings for someone else because of you. Interesting. Who else are you getting with? Are they better than me? That's funny. All right. When I saw you, love at first sight. All right. There is somebody's energy coming in here. Maybe I'm stupid. I'll think we'll end up together. That's the thing I want to say, pal number one. You will have a lot of people interested in you, and sometimes not for the right reasons because of your power. And the emperors and the empresses always have people falling for them because their energy is just so divine, right? But there's a genuine energy when someone's truly loving you. They will kind of like see past all the things that other people may find obstacles when it comes to love, right? And I feel like there's somebody here coming into your reading that that wants to be a part of your world. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands here, you will be hearing from this person, but you guys have a star quality to you. And I do feel like that intimidates a lot of people. And even though you guys could be very humble and down to earth, people always see you in this light of like, oh my gosh, like, this person is just too good for me and whatever. Or again, I do feel like I'm hearing Fetty Wap, like, I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy, but I can't see myself without you. So I feel like pound number one, maybe you guys do have a lifestyle that is a little bit difficult for some people to comprehend. Maybe you like to travel. Maybe you're just very independent. Maybe you don't like to consult your partner with everything you're doing or everywhere you're going. But there is a sense of this energy is not to be malicious or sneaky. It's just that this is who you are. And it could be also due to trauma or things you guys have gone through. Not oversharing just means protecting yourself. Or I just feel honestly with this pile, you guys just may take a while to open up. You guys could have earth sign placements. I'm definitely sensing the Taurus energy with the Empress card. We also have Capricorn and Virgo in your chart. Especially moon signs here as well, and air signs. Air sign moons. You guys can also have a lot of sensitivity to you, but you do come across as someone that is a little bit detached and not interested in people that you actually are interested in. So pile number one, there are times where you come across not interested in people that you're interested in. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's something that your angels want you to know. So for the people that you do actually really like, I feel like, you know, maybe take that into account, that sometimes they may feel that you could be a little bit cold. But again, I'm not telling you guys to change. Actually, I just feel like the right person will kind of be like, oh, I love that about you because I'm the same way or whatever, right? I got 10 of Cups here, 6 of Swords, 2 of Swords, the Hangman. Okay. I do feel like you guys will end up with the right person for you if you're single. So this is not even about like worrying about what people think. This is actually a good energy, pile number one, because you're in a very self-protective energy and you're just meant to kind of build your stability and build whatever it is that your vision is on right now. Yeah, this pile, I do feel like people see you as someone that has a lot of things, a lot of nice things as well. You look really nice and like you're kind of like a prize that people can't have, and that's the vibe I see here. And there are a few people again in your past that are super mad they fumbled this, because there is an energy of you guys glowing up and looking even better after every breakup. This is an alchemist type of energy you guys embody. You definitely know how to turn disappointments into something productive. And this is the pile, I would not be surprised if you do get hurt, you end up just throwing yourselves into something that can benefit your life or self-care, or there's an energy of you guys always turning the energy back into yourself and becoming a better version of yourself. So this is why I'm telling you guys, you should be a mentor, a teacher, a healer. You're on a whole other level than most people. Most people are just mad and mature compared to you guys. And I feel like a lot of you guys have accomplished this at a young age. So you may have to have people in your life learn how to get on your level if they're willing to in a certain way, especially spiritually speaking. And yeah, again, pile number one, people see you in a positive way, that you're very well traveled, that you look young for your age, or you accomplished a lot for your age, that you're super optimistic about yourself and the things you came here to do, that you're super stable, and people are genuinely excited to be around you. But it just seems for a lot of people that your focus is more on your creative endeavors than they'll ever be on them, or your focus is more on spirituality, God, your purpose, what you're doing next, where you're going next over other people. And I feel like pile number one, this is exactly the energy that you should be in. This is amazing, but I can see how it pisses people off, especially for my feminine energies out there or masculine energies who have dealt with people trying to control you. This energy, people know straight up they can't control you, and that can really trigger a lot of people. You won't even give people the illusion that they can even try, because your energy says, nope, not today. I'm here, not today, Satan. So again, you guys would be very spiritually protected, or this is the pile two as well. I would not be surprised if you guys are very spiritual or pray to God or your angels. Just remove anyone that's not for me, please. Like, you guys don't want to deal with it. This is the energy, like, I'm not dealing with it. Look, parting of ways, either romance or business. You guys could be parting of ways or have parted of ways with people that you're like, I'm not doing that again, and you're not doing that again. This pile, you guys don't need to learn the same lesson more than once. You're done. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So, yeah, this could be an energy where you guys are like, are waiting for my emperor, my empress. That's it. Someone new is entering your life. Yeah, pile one. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. You guys may have even said this to people you dated. I know something better for me over the horizon. I know I'll find something new. I don't need to put up with this. I know there's always a new job, a new person, and it's not, pile number one, I'm not trying to say that you are someone that's like, oh, the grass is always greener. But there is kind of an energy here as well that people may feel that way because they're bitter. Like, you left them for something better. And, oh, well, you know, if that's the way they want to feel, then whatever. You got an ex here that truly feels like you left them for something better, or you guys are only hanging out until you get what you need, and then you're off to the next thing or something like that. Because I'm sensing bitterness, pile number one, but that's not everybody. But, of course, this envy card came out. So I just think that someone's mad that you just moved on to the next thing, and they maybe feel used. But in reality, it looks like they were looking for you to give more to them. So, you know, that's always going to be someone else's perspective, right? But then there's also, there could be someone new entering your life, pile number one, like a new love that gets you guys. Oh my gosh, we got two cards. Look, someone new is entering your life, and meeting with a stranger could be important. See, pile number one? And honestly, pile number one, I want to take it a step further. I actually feel like you guys are meant to be doing and meeting a lot of people in terms of career, networking, inspiration, you know, connecting with people on a spiritual level. So this isn't even about romance. Like, some of you guys could be in a relationship right now. This is just like exes or whatever, right? But I feel like you are meant to be with someone that doesn't control you, that understands that you guys are an emperor and empress, and you need to be building and doing things and movement and being yourself, and you're whatever, and you're an optimist. And I do feel like, I heard a noise that scared me. Yeah, I feel like you guys are an optimist. So I feel that people kind of get triggered around you guys, and they feel like you need to, like, you have a lot of pride, but in reality, you have a lot of confidence that you built over time. So I feel like you're going to run into a lot of people that want you to stop building and pay attention to them, but you're building something right now. That's what I'm seeing, pile number one. And it's very obvious to everybody that you are building and you're doing a good job. So don't let anybody get to you. I just feel like you got some people that are jealous of you, that especially if you're a feminine energy, that you date masculine energies, that you're more successful than, or you have more purpose than them, or you feel like you do, or whatever, or you're more spiritual than them. And this could be friends as well. This is actually going to be like people you encounter, honestly, pile number one, that people actually look up to you, admire you, respect you to the point where people feel like kind of like subpar compared to you. But a lot of people are going to be lit up by your energy and inspired by you. They just also don't feel like they can have you. I feel pile number one, this is also a message that you are meant to see some places, go some places, right? You're going to make it big in this world, even bigger than what you are. And you had some energies that were going to hold you back, and they're still energetically mad, but oh well, you know? And I just see a lot of new great things coming in. So that's what your angels want you to know. Look, new job / career. See, I told you guys, pile number one. The reason why this reading wasn't overly romantic is because you had to get rid of some ex or past flings or friends that were preventing this career transformation from happening. And that's why a lot of the focus today was not just about love. Because I do feel like the people that you date, like you guys definitely have people falling in love with you left, right, and center. It's not about that. I think this is more about the fact that you have dealt with people that have tried to stop your bag or try to stop your flow of abundance. And they don't even realize they're doing it because they could just feel so small next to you. Look, we got I effed up. Sorry, I'm the worst. And then we have next destination. Oh my God, so funny. Before someone can even conjure up an apology to you, you're on to the next, pile number one. That's why I'm saying you guys are giving off some savagery right here. The people you guys date seriously think that you don't care anymore. And this is hysterical, pile number one. And that's why they were like, yeah, I would say sorry, but I'm kind of just mad that you moved on already. And I feel like 1 or 2 or 3 people, it's just like, wow, like you really just left me like that, huh? And I do feel the great energy about this pile number one is pretty much everything. People need to learn to be more in this energy, because what I'm seeing here is that for the right people, like people will act right and communicate their thoughts and intentions, and then you guys will have, you know, great relationships here. I really see business deals and stuff going on here. I really see focus on the bigger picture here more than these little petty people. I'm also seeing as well that whether you're a man or woman, you're going to accomplish a lot regardless, and the right partner for you is going to be loving that about you, and people do. It's just that people who don't have that are obviously going to be envious. What else do I see here? Yeah, you make people think differently. We got an emperor here, of course. Justice, right. I do feel that just like you guys have had these experiences with like people you've dated or were in relationships with trying to tear you down, you're going to have somebody in your life or a partnership where you guys are going to relate on this level. I do feel that way. But honestly, I feel like pile number one, whether you're a man or a woman, like you can make somebody like, what am I saying here? It seems like you can get people, you can teach people to get on your level if they want to. And it requires people humbling themselves to admit that you may know a thing or two more than them, pile number one. Because there's a sense where like you guys are willing to just take somebody and be like, hey, here's the way, right? Especially in relationships, like you're not judging people, but I feel like it's just more the insecurity that comes out of others about what you've accomplished already. So pile number one, I do want to say that you came to this reading, you're gonna have a lot of great things happening. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you are having a little hiccup and a little connection, I truly feel that this connection, it could be someone in the past that you're done with and you're like, whatever, but some of you guys may be concerned about a connection in your life that you still feel has potential. And I really just feel like this person just needs to find their way. And you can kind of guide them to that, but they need to have their own vision and stuff too. I feel like pile number one, the problem here is that people kind of latch onto you guys because you have all this charisma and vision and goals, and they just think being around you is gonna somehow benefit their life, but they also need to add to your life too as well. And I think that's what you guys have learned. We got the star card here too as well. Yeah, I just feel like secretly people feel like you're too good for them and that you think you're too good for them, but that's only because they're insecure that you're actually too good for them. And also people feel like they're lucky when they're around you. Good things are gonna happen around you. And yeah, again, you guys have dealt with people wanting to be around you for the wrong reasons. Yep. Let's see what we have here. A lot of people feel rejected by you guys, and that you don't care about them, but I just feel like you're focusing on your vision. I do feel like you guys would benefit really great with somebody that kind of is similar to you in a sense where they're building and they're focusing on the things that, you know, like they want to build together with you, have a vision with you, whatever. And this is also with business and friendships too as well. You need people that have their own things going on in life, because I just feel that people are always going to be offended that you're not including them in everything you're doing, and you're not consulting them with everything you're doing, and you're not needing them for everything you're doing, because you're a boss, you're a leader. I'm hearing that song Savage. I'm a boss, I'm a diva, I pull up in the two-seater. Yeah, some of you guys, people are jealous of what you got, you know? You feel like you don't got much, and you got it all in a lot of people's eyes, pile number one. You got it all, and that's not just about your looks or you're hot or this or that. You definitely pick another pile, we can dive into that, but this is all about you're like an it girl / it guy in a way or another, and it kind of ticks off a lot of people that want to be with you, but they're like, I'm nothing of the sort. And then they lose you because they got nothing to offer you, because you guys could be in that mentality like, okay, this is just slowing me down right now. I do feel like there's energy of somebody that is trying to get it together. Look, we got an emperor here. I feel like this is going two ways. You guys could be asking about somebody new in your life, and they could be trying to get it together and acknowledges this about you, or you guys could be asking about an ex where you're like realizing, oh my God, yeah, this person was just jealous, right? But I'm also seeing as well, for my people out there who are single and discouraged, there is somebody out there for you, but you're just gonna deal with this energy a lot because you're the shit, and a lot of people just ain't it, okay? Pile number one. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys can also follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, for updates on everything I have going on. I know that I haven't been uploading here as much, but you guys can support me on Patreon. It's only $1, and I do pick a cards on there. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in again. I know it's been a little while. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Again, you guys can check out my other channels too. Pile number one, you guys are going places and seeing faces. I'm also hearing, stop looking for love. You're young, you still got time. So again, for my younger people out there, you're just like too good for so many people. And that's just the truth, especially people your age. And it's not, oh, date older and have an older person rob you of your youth. Don't do that either. I mean, and if you're in a relationship right now, it's also a sign that like your partner needs to focus on themselves and you need to focus on yourself, and that will improve your relationship. Because I am seeing that like there's just a sense of you guys having such a big purpose and destiny that not a lot of people have, and they see that in you, and it could really tick them into thinking that they need to do more, right? Pile number one. And it's actually meant to be that way, because what you are is someone that's meant to inspire people to do more, to be more, because you're proof that you can really have it all, pile number one. If you feel like you don't have it all, well, people feel that way about you. And that's because you have a divine energy. You always seem to just land on your feet. That's what I'm hearing. The star card keeps coming up. Pile number one, people think you're a star. I would not be surprised if you guys are famous or a celebrity or have a star quality. And again, this is an energy thing. But no matter what you do, people are talking about it. So you guys might as well, put on a show here and go after what God has sent you here to do. This pile is definitely giving chosen one energy. I'm not gonna lie. Like chosen one, doing something big, doing something grand. And some people better get with the program or get the hell out of the way. And I do feel like, you got a key to many doors, and you got many gifts and many talents that you're meant to kind of show off here, okay? Yeah, peace and serenity. And you guys are people that do bring so much peace and wisdom into people's lives. Like, this is not an energy where you guys are doing anything wrong. If anything, you do a lot of things right. And I feel like a lot of people want to date you, a lot of people want to be around you, but you guys kind of acknowledge the fact that people just kind of want your energy, and they may not be part of what you came here to do. Because I always like to tell you guys, like, as a light worker, as a healer, when you have that star quality, a lot of people will come towards you, but not everyone is for you. Some people are meant to learn from you. Some people are meant for a season. Some people are just sent with an agenda to bring you down, right? So I feel like pile number one, you got a lot of new doors opening up. And I do think your angels want you to know, like, whatever's happening in your romance life, focus on your purpose and everything else will come together. And also, you do have a soulmate out there that's matching you in this energy, or will if they haven't already. And if you are kind of dating or seeing someone new and you're wondering, what's the holdup? Why are they acting so weird and strange? Well, it just seems like these people are so intimidated by everything you have going on. So again, I feel like the person's meant to be in your life, they will come together. That's what I'm seeing. And a lot of people acknowledge you guys for being an amazing gem. And I do feel like you got a lot of exes here that acknowledge that. They're just mad that they weren't the person for you, basically, pile number one. There's an acknowledgement that you guys are on a divine path, and people can kind of feel like, people you've dated felt like, yeah, I know I'm not the one for this person, and I could just feel it. And God maybe told them too, if they're spiritual as well, or angels, or just intuitively, they see the signs. They're like, yeah, this person, they're going places I could never go, You guys are going through a transformation right now. And I see that it doesn't matter where you're at right now, you're going to be even accomplishing so much more. So, don't slow yourself down for any man/woman, pile number one, okay? We're starting off with a bang. People you date know that you are amazing, and people also think you put a spell on them because they are obsessed with you, and they know that they can't be a part of your future. So they're like, what is going on here? Even exes. What's going on is that you guys are meant to be watched and learned from, in a sense. I often think about the last time I saw you. Yeah, you also make people think about and reflect their past mistakes, especially when it comes to dealing with their relationship with you. Yeah, and I also feel that, yeah, you'll also attract people that shouldn't be attracted to you. But I feel like, again, you guys attract a lot of people towards you because you have some kind of big purpose or message that people aren't meant to pay attention to. So sometimes people get the wrong idea and think that God brought you into their life so that you could be the one for them. In reality, you are meant to teach them something. So that's kind of the energy I do see for pile number 1. I do hope you guys like that message. Bye, guys. All right, pile number 2. Let's get right into it. I was actually pulling a few cards, and you got the message that like one person was kind of hijacking this reading. Like, there's somebody here who is coming in strong, and I feel like this person is going to start chasing after you. Like, they kind of see you as the prize. Pile number 2. Again, I'm hearing whatever you're doing, it's working, because pile number 2, how do people you date see you? They see you kind of like the prize. Like, I do feel an energy of maybe a little bit of like trophy husband, trophy wife, but not in like a bad way. Almost like a, you have a lot of value and people are seeing you as like, if you're on the market, that you're someone that a lot of people are pining after. Pile number 2. I feel that there are a lot of people that regret also having an ending with you. There is definitely an energy of someone here. They keep hijacking the reading, so I'll talk about them, okay? There's somebody here who may be afraid of their relationship ending with you. So I feel like they are going to try to step it up a little bit. We got news and messages. We also have this airplane here, so there could be distance involved, or this person could be flying to you or you are flying to them. This person could be from another state or another country, but it can also just be, this is like the 3 of Wands. So I feel like this person could just be looking forward to their future with you, and they're just seeing themselves do things with you. I feel like pile number 2, also with the Emperor card here, there is an energy of somebody feeling a bit possessive over you, and they're feeling like they don't want to leave your life. So pile number 2, you could have dealt with this a lot. Maybe you do attract possessive lovers that kind of see you as their own, or someone they want to make their own. I wouldn't be surprised, pile number 2, if someone has tried to marry you or you were married in the past and people have just tried to take you off the market. Or pile number 2, I would also not be surprised if you dealt with situationships where people still try to control you or whatever, because it seems like you also are someone of value. But I do see that in the past, people have tried to maybe waste your time or make you lessen or not see your value so that they could take their time but still have you or something like that. I feel that with the endings and beginnings, it's like there's somebody here that's coming through strong that does not want their connection to end with you, pile number 2. So if you did have someone on your mind here coming to this reading, like if you did walk away from them, it definitely put them through a transformation. So I do feel pile number 2. Yeah, you could have someone coming back from the past, or someone that is on your mind that you're thinking about that wants to still come in and try to make things better with you. They could have been reflecting on this relationship. What do people you date think of you guys? They reflect on you guys. They want to do better by you guys. They want to have you. They want to have you really badly. Like, I feel like pile number 2, you guys could be really excellent manifestors or really good with the law of attraction, because I'm just seeing like people saying like, I want that, I gotta have it. I'm also seeing its energy of people feeling like love at first sight, soulmate connection at first sight. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's really just this individual as well hijacking this reading. Again, there's someone here that wants you to let them in. They want you to open in your doors to them. They want you to answer them back, like something like that, okay? So I feel like with the Chariot here, oof, okay, yeah. I'm hearing, I don't like anyone but you, it's true, Wow, pile number 2. You got definitely a strong soulmate connection coming in strong. Pile number 2, I do feel that people you've dated, let's step aside from this individual, or people that you date, or people that are attracted to you, think that you're a lot of fun. People that you guys have dated in the past definitely reflect on the past with you a lot, and they're frustrated with themselves. So there's something about the way you guys are that make people rethink their actions and wish they acted better. Why is that? Let's get a little more information. I hope they don't notice how much I love you. I get readings about you. Interesting, pile number 2. It's interesting because we do have this amethyst stone. So pile number 2, you guys are probably very psychic, and you also attract soulmates that are also very psychic. So I feel like you guys are no stranger to very strong spiritual connections. When you are connected to anybody in one way or another, you feel their thoughts, their energy, their feelings. Pile number 2, I do feel right now there is someone way up in your energy field, and that is something your angels really want you to know, that you could be feeling a little crazy because this person is like really obsessing over you. And someone could also be doing or getting readings about you guys, pile number 2. If you guys do post readings or are a reader of some kind, this person could be watching your videos or your content. And if you guys don't do that, they could also just be getting readings from someone else, or some of you guys, you have someone here who has a tarot card deck or something like that, and you could be feeling them reading you. I feel that if there's somebody here who really fears that their connection with you is over. And they really don't want that. Let's see what's going on here. I feel pile number 2, the people that you guys date always hopefully wish for a reconciliation. I'm afraid I'll mess this up. Interesting. I had a plan for us. You're not following the rules. I feel like there's somebody here who really feels like you and them are going to end up together. Everyone lives in your shadow. How does it feel? And there could be somebody here who tried to date and see other people, but it's just not working out, you know? You're a bad bee. I'm living for a powerful person. Yeah. I feel like there's just somebody here who you guys have dated or seen that can't let you go, pile number 2. And I do feel like you could be hearing from this person very soon or feeling their energy. And I just feel pile number 2 that you're like the best someone ever had here. So what do people you date really think about you, that you're the best they ever had, and that they feel like they wish they can run into you or see you again, and you have probably more than one person that is thinking about you in this way. But there's definitely a strong energy of somebody here. Wow, what did I say, guys, when I saw you, love at first sight? So pile number 2, again, you have a very strong spiritual energy. I'm not going to lie to you as well. With this death card here, I'm also feeling like 8th house energy, even seductive energy. Pile number 2, but a deep spiritual energy that makes people feel like kind of addicted to you. And also, I do feel that you guys could send people through awakenings as well. Okay, pile number 2, I am getting a little bit of a sexual, I don't want to get the spicy over here, you know, but I do those on my Patreon a little bit, you know, nothing too crazy, but I just go over there like a little more filtered because I know I got to keep it PG over here. But what I am seeing is that your energy, your soul, you know what is transformative, you know? So you got that good, you know, pile number 2, that's something that makes people go a little cuckoo, okay? I feel like you got some past lovers going a little cuckoo that they can't get it no more. They're like, nah, this can't be over. And they could be deluding themselves in this. And I also feel as well, pile number 2, that there is somebody here who really likes you and they know that you got that good. And that drives them even more crazy if they don't have you, because they're like, oh, heck no, like I can't let this get away. Like, I feel like pile number 2, like you got power over people. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. And it could be bad because some of these people that won't let you go is because they are obsessed with you in a way that's not healthy, pile number 2. But I do feel like there's somebody here who feels like they actually have love for you. And so I don't feel like this person is having bad intentions, but I do feel like they could be a little bit like getting very possessive and crazy. Pile number 2, I am seeing, okay, pile number 2, I understand what's going on here. You guys probably date people and you turn them crazy, pile number 2. This is what's going on. Okay, even if you guys have dated somebody that is like cool or nonchalant, watch this person be not so nonchalant after a little bit of dealing with you. I don't know what you guys are doing, but you're driving people crazy. But the fun times card here is people could have tried to enter into connections with you, like, ooh, fun, flirty, fling, but they always end up getting like kind of obsessed and very triggered. So again, I feel that you guys can't just hook up or whatever without people getting very attached to your energy. Because I'm hearing, okay, guys, to put you on blast a little bit. No, but people think you're a good lover, pile number 2. But there's just something about you, I don't even know if you're doing it, that gets people like feeling like, oh my gosh, like this, I can't share this, even if they know that's not appropriate. Like I can't, or this is one possessive person you guys may know. But if you're just coming in inquiring in general, like people you've dated, they will go crazy thinking about you with other people. And there have been people in the past that have dropped the ball because they just went so jealous and mad that they couldn't even like look at you anymore. Like if they thought you were with somebody else. Like I'm telling you guys right now, you could attract possessive lovers. You could know this. That's what the emperor is kind of signifying here with the chariot. It's like, this is mine. And this is like, I don't care how far you go. You belong to me. Like vibes, okay? That type of vibe, very possessive vibe. I'm highly attracted to you. I looked at your photos a lot. Yeah. You have exes that still hold photos of you or still have photos of you and think about you. And you have exes that, or past flings or lovers that had to delete photos of you because they can't picture you have moved on with someone else or something like that. And you have had people that just the thought of you with someone else made them so triggered they had to just exit from your life. Tell me the truth. Yeah, that's so funny. There are people that think that you guys are sneaking around on them or somebody here. Let's see. Why does everybody bring you up? Pile number 2, you have this energy where people get obsessed with you. Like people you've dated have gotten obsessed with you, and people told me you were too good for me. Is that true? Interesting. And I feel as well, pile number 2, that yeah, there's definitely an energy here where people kind of get a little obsessed with you that they have to take a step back and balance their energy out. And I don't know what you guys are doing, but you're doing something, okay? Maybe you guys know. Freedom, okay. Relocation and home. Strength and resourcefulness. strength again. I feel like people feel like they got to be strong to be with you because you are, pound number 2, I feel like you are attractive to a lot of people in like in a way where a lot of people want to get with you, they want to be with you. And pound number 2, I feel like people kind of know that when they're out with you, that other men or women are looking at you in a way where they want you really badly, and this can drive people crazy that you date. So I would not be surprised about you if you guys got something very like seductive or sexy about you, and I just feel like you have that kind of power, you know, like a little siren type of energy, or you're just really, really hot. But I do feel like it's also an energy that's spiritual, or a lot of you guys could be going hard with the manifesting, and it's definitely bringing a lot of people in, you know, that are, it's like somebody here who's interested in you has noticed that a lot of people want you, and they don't just want you, they like want you, like salivating at the mouth type of stuff. And it's like when you might just be going out to have fun or just hanging out, whatever, and it's like someone's driving the like okay, here's another thing I want to say, pound number 2. There's somebody here, and especially if you guys came to this reading because you wanted to know how one person is feeling about you in particular, like this person here, like because they go so crazy over you, they assume that other people feel the same way. This could just be because someone just really loves you guys and they're like, this is my person, and they're just kind of obsessed. And I feel that there's an energy where if you're just inquiring in general, like, what do you do to people you date? Well, you get them obsessed with you guys. I would not be surprised if, again, people you've dated start off really cool, but then they go a little cuckoo or crazy, or they get a little jealous, or they start, yeah. Okay, so pound number 2 is kind of the energy where you guys are a bad bitch, right? Or if you're a guy, you're the, you know, the equivalent of that as a man, you know, like you got it going on. Like maybe you really do, you're a good lover and everything. And so like maybe you had a few exes obsessed with you too, just because you give that good, whatever, right? I don't want to get into it too much, guys, pound number 2. I really don't. But what I'm really seeing is that like, it's like the people you date, because you put it on, you know, like it's like, I can't, guys, I'm trying to say this in like in a PG way. You guys get what I'm saying, right? It's like almost like you got these people going in a way where it's like, they just don't want anyone else to have you, okay? Pound number 2. And I do want to say that, say you guys are in an innocent end or you don't do much of anything, it's just your energy. Like you don't have to even be with these people in a spicy way to like have this outcome. It can also just be that you guys just bring this energy out of people. Like, I feel like pound number 2, you do have like some kind of like energy where people like get very overprotective over you to the point of very possessive and jealous. And I do feel that, again, you guys could be a bad bee, you know, in one way or another. So you're hot, right? And so sometimes people can't handle dating someone who's super hot and attractive because other people are constantly going to be pining for your time and energy and lusting after you. So people are aware that other people are lusting after you, pound number 2, and it drives them kind of crazy. So you could have somebody here that you're inquiring about that kind of is having trouble with like all this attention you guys get, and they're afraid they're going to mess this up, and they could be distrustful of you, and because they're deep down like, how did I score this baddie, okay? Or this hot guy or whatever, you know? I hate how good you are, yeah. I'm planning on shooting my shot. I got it bad for you. I don't care what anyone thinks. You're the type I would do anything for. Yeah, pound number 2. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Someone's about to simp over you guys if they haven't already. And I feel like whoever this person is, if you're inquiring about them, they could be fighting this urge to just be like, I want it all with this person, because they're afraid of getting hurt, and they're definitely a little intimidated by this power you guys hold. But there's definitely energy here where someone is going to try to make you theirs, pound number 2, and that's what's coming in strong. And I do feel like this energy that you guys have, people can't really be nonchalant with you. People can't really be in just like a loose situation with you. Like, I feel like you guys do attract all or nothing type of lovers and people that just want to have you and no one else to have you. And I feel like, you know, watch out for that, because a lot of people may try to take you off the market, but not be what you need. And I feel like you guys have dealt with people maybe trying to take you off the market, you know, in the past hand for not the right price, right? So I feel like there's somebody here I'm hearing, how could we ever just be friends? I would rather die than let you go. Like, that's what I'm hearing, pound number 2. There's someone that feels this way about you. And this is also the reason why maybe your exes can't be your friend anymore either. And if you do have an ex around you that's trying to be friends, then they could be the one coming through in this reading. Because pound number 2, you're not the type of person that people could just be friends with. I feel that you just got people just too crazy over you, okay? Got the Queen of Swords there. And no, you're not doing anything to bring this on. Don't let anybody shame you guys, because you're coming with the Queen of Swords. You're not even doing anything. You're probably trying to cut off this energy. You know, this is crazy. So you guys you might want to core cut and cleanse, even if you do date somebody who is in this energy and you like them, because you are just triggering a lot of insecurity and fear, and someone could be acting out because they're afraid, you know? But I do see someone could be trying to heal and balance themselves so that they could have a part in your life. And I do feel for this pile that if your exes come around or circle the block or past flings or lovers, they do not just want to be friends. We got the Knight of Cups there. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 2. Your past lovers get obsessed with you guys, and that's what they're thinking about you lately. And someone here really feels like they want to win you over right now, and they decided that this is what they want to do, and look, for the right reasons. So I feel like the Moon card there, somebody here deeply fears your rejection. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 2. And also, a lot of people just don't want you guys to leave their life. So, you know, you guys may have a hard time getting rid of people because you do have this very addictive energy to you. And a lot of the time it's because people find you so attractive energetically, but also just to be around. Why is that? You guys are just like, there's just something about you. You guys just have this like queen/king energy. Let's see. I want to know why, like a little bit more why, but I'm really hearing that you guys are just really hot. Number 2, I hate to say it, but this is just what I'm seeing. You got something about you that's just really hot, and people lust after it. So this could be good intention that sometimes people are protective over you because they know that other people want you, you know, and says you should defend yourself. Some of you guys, you may need to be careful because people could be on the hunt and the prowl for you guys. Temporary problems. Yeah. I also feel as well, you guys have that energy where people may try to befriend you or go out with you or hang out with you because it gets them attention. So I feel like you guys do have this quality that people really desire. And people may have tried to use you guys. And I feel as well, pile number 2, you may have had relationships where people want to use your looks like to try to level themselves up. So again, watch out for that too. Because I do feel like there's an energy where, especially if you're an attractive man or woman, like people want to take you out or show you off for like the wrong reasons though, you know? But you do have a King of Pentacles energy here and an Emperor. So I do feel like there's someone here coming in with good intentions that wants to kind of protect you because they also, like if it's a masculine energy, they may know how other masculine energies can be and they just want to protect you. So I feel like some of you guys may feel at times people try to control you, but I also feel that there could also be times that people just want to protect you because they see that people are lusting after you. I know like it's not, I feel like you guys maybe dealt with people like, oh, can you change or can you wear this or that? But because they feel like people are going to lust after you, kind of like that. Like they want to protect you from lustful eyes. But I do feel like, yeah, some of you guys like to come across controlling, but I do feel like sometimes people do have good intentions or someone here or someone in your past may actually just feel like they don't want anyone disrespecting you. That type of energy, pile number 2. Nine of Cups, and then we have 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, someone just sees you as their wish, and they're coming after you guys, pile number 2. And I'm seeing that, you know, how could we ever just be friends? So there seems to be this energy that some of you guys want to kick it and be cool with your exes or people you know that have crushes on you, and you're just too hot, pile number 2. At least that's the energy that's coming across right now. So, you know, you guys are looking hot, all right? It's not your fault. You're beautiful, all right? I want to come back now, but you're a big shot now. Yeah, I feel like this pile had a glow up too, and that could be something that's driving some people crazy or somebody here who really likes you. They're like, I better act now because this person is going to go off the market if I don't come in hot and take them for myself. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 2. People, when they meet you, they want to take you off the market. And if they can't, it drives them crazy. And you do bring out a possessive side to your lovers, even if they haven't intended on being that way. So I do hope you guys like that message. Bye. Okay, pile number 3, let's get right into it and find out what is going on here. This energy is a little bit crazy, so I'm going to try to word it in a way where you guys can understand it. I feel like this could be one person's energy coming through, but maybe some of you guys are just like this when you're in a relationship, but I'm definitely sensing the vibe where people feel like you could be a bit of a possessive lover, or you're like the type of person that when you see something, you want it, you go after it. So maybe you guys are my feminine energies that are not afraid to go after a guy or a girl you're interested in, or if you're a masculine energy as well, you could have this vibe where you're like, I always get what I want. Because pile number 3, that's what people think about you. And it could also be a little bit scandalous here because there is this kind of energy where people think that if you want their man, you can go and get it, or you would go and get it too, pile number 3. So I don't know why this is coming through. Again, this could just be in a particular circumstance, like say you really like somebody and maybe they had other options around them where you're like, I'm not afraid to take you away from those options because I know you're the person for me. There's a sense of destiny here. So I do feel like if you guys are like this, you're not trying to steal someone's man or something like that. You just truly feel if something's for you, you're going to go for it, shoot your shot. I'm definitely getting pile number 3. I'm going to give it my all, no regrets, all or nothing type of vibe here. And I feel like maybe you just feel this intense energy towards one individual. I also feel as well that if you are asking about a certain individual, they actually like this about you. They feel like you're willing to fight for them. And also, upon the dad, watch out to as well if you're not like this, because what could be coming through here is that maybe you guys do have a bit of a jealous side or a temper to you, and someone who's interested in you could love to bring that out. They can love to bring that side out of you. Like, I am hearing that song. I always hear the song, but you know, with like Ludacris, where he's like, my chick bad, like she'll knock you out, she'll fight, you know? Like, I feel like Paul number 3 is like people that have dated you think that you will knock a B out, like, you know, especially if they go got their hands on your man or something like that. Like, yeah, I'm also hearing a song where she's like, I'm not that other, I can't even say it because I don't want to be inappropriate, but I'm gonna knock her dead. Like, I'm not like the other, you know, I'm not the one. Paul number 3 is what I'm hearing. Like, you guys are like, I'm not the one that to play around with, you know, hands off my man, you know. So again, there's a person here, I think, that likes this about you guys, Paul number 3, that maybe, you know, they can even try to trigger your jealousy a little bit because they kind of like it when you're riled up. So Paul number 3, maybe people you date do think that you could have a little bit of a temper, a little bit of possessive side, a little bit of a crazy side, and that it could come out of nowhere too. That also you're willing to do what it takes, you know, to keep your man or keep your woman happy. Very interesting, Paul number 3, including maybe knocking out the competition. But I don't know, Paul number 3. That's kind of what I'm seeing. This could also just be a sign that someone here feels like that's what you're doing. And you could just be doing it by doing you, you know? Like, I'm kind of hearing like, you win, you got me, you know, you got what you wanted. So yeah, I feel like you guys have won someone over and they like this about you. And pile number 3, the people that you've dated in the past also feel that you've got some sort of power where you seem to just get whoever and whatever you want. Like, I do also see an energy where maybe you guys talk to your friends like, oh, I really like this guy, I really like this girl, and boom, they're your girlfriend. Like, you seem to have this like eye on the prize type of mentality. Especially my masculine energy is out there too. King of Wands is coming in there. So, you know, especially if you're masculine and date feminine energy, you could be just talking to the boys being like, I make that girl mine, and boom, she's on your arm the next week. They're like, how the heck do you do that? Like, pile number 3, people think that you just can. And I also feel like if you guys are not the type to just like hit people up or kind of seduce or nothing like that, like it's just kind of natural to you. You could just make one eye contact with someone and they're a sucker, you know? You could just have a power to you. I feel that it can go either way, but there's definitely an energy here coming through strong of someone that kind of likes the fact that you're a little feisty, a little possessive, maybe even a little jealous, because they feel like that means that you love them, that you care about them. That could be a little toxic, but I do feel like there's somebody who could be dating or communicating that actually tries to kind of get a little rise out of you. We do have the 4 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. Like, it's really giving off like they want you to be possessive over them. They want you to kind of only want them. So yeah, pile number 3, if in the past you've been a little bit of a possessive lover or you've been kind of open about that, like, I'm not sharing you and I'm not playing around, I'm not dealing with that, I'm not going to be chasing you around with a shoe, like, you better act right. Like, they kind of like, I kind of like that, you kind of put me in check, pile number 3, because you guys are definitely not given like, you're given like, I want things my way, and it's kind of hot, you know, pile number 3, because it's like, they're like, oh wow, you must really care about me if you're willing to do all this, you know, for me and make sure that I'm in line or something like that. Again, some of you guys don't want to do any of this, this person just stressing you out. That's kind of what I see. Also, pile number 3, I could also just see the other side of this where you just are someone that likes to go after what you want. You're not afraid to call your bae up, you know, because I'm hearing that one song with The Weeknd. He's like, I love when you call unexpected because I hate when the roles are expected. So I feel like pile number 3, even though you may be a feminine energy watching, you could have a little bit of King of Wands to you. Like, you know, you guys could initiate in the bedroom. You guys could be like, okay, let's do this tonight. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, it's like people like that about you because they can kind of just relax and be taken care of. You know, pile number 3, there's an Empress there too. So I'm not saying you're masculine at all. If anything, it's like intuitively, you kind of know, it kind of the energy where like if the person's thinking of you or wants to talk to you, you kind of call them, or if they're kind of already thinking they want something done, you do it. You know, it's also, you're not afraid to initiate. And I feel pile number 3, this could be really nice, especially if you're dating or seeing someone who's a bit shy and you don't mind calling them first or something like that. So you guys could be dating someone that also is like that. So maybe this can also be a sign that some of you guys are dating someone that's a little more on the shy end. So don't be afraid to reach out to them or something like that, because they like when you take initiative, pile number 3. People you date feel like you take initiative, and that makes them feel really lucky that you're chasing them or that you're interested in them or that you don't want to share them. They're like, I'm the prize. Oh, that's awesome, you know? And you make people that you date feel like the prize, like the man, like a king, like a queen. So pile number 3, again, you guys can take that any way that you want it. Where do you apply the most of your energy and skill set? You let me know. Do you cook for somebody, or do you make them feel comfortable in your home? Are you not afraid to call or text? Are you not afraid to initiate something, right? Pile number 3, people feel that you want something and you go for it, and that's really hot. And pile number 3, maybe it's not about the relationship, it's about also your life in general. Like, if you're not like this in terms of your relationship at all, there is a side of you where you take initiative to have hard conversations or to make sure your man or your woman's in line in one way or another, and they kind of like that. And I also see as well that there also could be the fact that you guys take initiative outside of relationships to kind of like hold your own. And you could also decide you just go after your dreams and stuff, and that's also very attractive. But if that's the case and you guys don't really feel like you're chasing or coming after anybody in any way, and it could be just one person you guys like that's into it, right? It doesn't have to be how you always are. Then it's like they're so into the fact that you spend time with them when you have so many other things you could be doing. I feel like pile number 3, if you are somebody that goes after your goals or your dreams or your ambitions, then there's someone here that they feel lucky to have you, that you make time for them, or that you even call them up. Like, wow, like you called me, I'm so happy. Like, there's someone here that is excited when you call them, or excited that you chose them, and or that you want to date them. Got the lovers here, wow. I really feel pile number 3, this could be because you guys just feel a soulmate connection with somebody, and when you do that, you're not afraid to let them know that you're interested. And I feel that pile number 3, this is going to translate through a lot of different ways. Like, some of you guys are going to be like, yeah, Alice, my feminine energy or masculine energy doesn't matter. Like, I do go after what I want. Like, I don't care to call or text first. Don't bother me none. Or it could be like you guys are not like that per se, but someone has pursued you, and then they find out in the relationship that you really hold it down behind the scenes, if that makes sense. So it could be that you're dating somebody and you were very passive, but then when you got comfortable with them, you do shower them with love and attention and affection. And maybe some of you guys were very low key or not even jealous at first, but then once you really got with your person, like you ended up being like, okay, you're mine now. I feel like pile number 3, like there's just this energy of people you've dated, kind of loving the fact that you're not afraid to make someone yours, you know, and also pile number 3, you're not afraid to let people know that you're theirs. I'm also like hearing that maybe some of you guys are not afraid to be like, you're on the phone with like your friend or your family member. Oh, I'm with my man right now. You know, like they're like, oh, I'm your man. Like, wow. Like, or, you know, if you're a guy or you date guys, doesn't matter. Oh, I'm with my girl right now. And they're like, oh my God. Like, yeah, like it's like you do things to make these people you date feel like, oh my God, I'm a king, I'm a queen. Like, wow, like I'm their man. Like, I'm so grateful for this. Like and I feel it's bigger than just like, oh, who you are, that they had you, they got you. It's more like the way you guys make your partners feel like they are truly a king or queen. Like you guys just give a great experience. That's all I gotta say about that. And you initiate in one way or another that makes people feel very comfortable and safe, that they don't always gotta be the one trying really hard. I think you guys are very good at initiating, if not reciprocating too as well. Yeah. And I think it makes people feel good that you're just not going to walk away if one thing goes wrong. Yeah, okay, Paladins, I understand what's going on here. Even if you guys are, traditionally liking to be pursued, right? Especially for a feminine energy. It's like once that person shows you interest and makes you theirs, you're like, okay, well, I'm your girl now. So now we're going to do things my way a little bit, and I'm going to fight for this relationship. So pile number 3, it's like people that you've dated feel like you got this like ride or die energy, and you're you against the world. Like it's us, like we're going to work this out. This could be your past, your exes, like that they saw that you guys are willing to fight for them or fight for this connection, and they're very attracted to that. Or there's just one person here that feels this way about you guys right now, especially if you're inquiring about one person. They really love the fact that you guys seem to want to fight for this connection, and that they may have even tried to push you away, or you guys may have attracted people that were surprised that you fought for them, that they've had people. Maybe pile number 3 as well, that you guys don't like to throw in the towel so quickly when it comes to people you love and care about. But I really get a sense you're not like this with everybody. You're just people you feel destined to be around, or people you feel deserve it. But I feel with the Destiny card here, this can actually just be one person here that feels like you're their destiny, and they love the fact that you're not afraid to say it or come after them in one way or another, because it seems to be a very positive thing here. But let's see what's going on. Date card. The villain for the right reasons. Yeah, oh my God, pile number 2. This is so funny. Like people feel like you're not afraid to be the villain if it means like protecting your relationship. Does that make sense? So yeah, this could go a little dark, where someone feels like, yeah, you're, a girl's girl up until they're staying a little too close to your man, or you are, it's all fun and game with the boys until they disrespect your woman and you're like, not today, like, that's my girl, hands off. Like, I feel that you guys may have a possessive or protective nature within yourself that people find very attractive because they know that you're not going to allow anybody to mess with them. It's really funny, pile number 3. Like, if you guys have exes or people that you've dated, they know you're tough and that you will fight for their behalf and that you will fight for them and you're not going to let anything slide. So pile number 3, I feel like you guys have defended the people that you love, maybe even to a fault. Maybe you have had people in the past that, they're your man, so you're going to stick by them. That's what I'm hearing. And it's like, people do find that very attractive because, like, even if you had exes that let you go, they're like, wow, like, I had people that kind of walked away over nothing, but my pile number 3 person, like, they were tough, like, they knew how to ride it out, And I do feel that this doesn't mean you put up with BS, pile number 3. If anything, I feel like you could fight this person for what's right for them too. I'm not sensing that, but I do feel like if you guys had the tendency to stick with your partners and have their back, people really admired that loyalty in that fight. Or if you have a tendency to fight for who and what you love, that's super attractive, including your dreams or your goals. But I also feel, pile number 3, when you're comfortable with a person, you may have a side of you where you're not afraid to take initiative in one way or another or take control. And it's like certain people like that about you because it's like, okay, yeah, I can just like chill and I know that I'm safe here in this relationship. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah. That was the best of my life. I want to marry you. Okay, pile number 3. I hate the freaking bring it into the, okay, so again, pile number 3, a lot of my audience here, especially on this channel, right? You guys watch my collective, there's a little more men on there, but there's a lot of feminine energy here on this channel. So you guys often ask about masculine energy. So it's like, we got to just say how we say it. Pile number 3, like, it's like you guys could initiate like things in the bedroom, right? That they've never experienced but it's a good way. Like, you guys could be very giving or not shy, or just when you get comfortable, just really like a dominant type of lover. Okay. I just want to say pile number 3, like, this is a positive thing though. This is not a bad thing. Again, if you were young or you never did any of that, you just this is PG. Okay. I'm keeping PG over here. It could just be the fact that maybe you are a little bit bossy and your stuff, it doesn't have to be all of that, but I do want to say that, like, you got something around, you got something about you to make people want to put a ring on it. Okay. You're my type. I look for you in everyone. You guys kind of set them. I feel like this is interesting, pile number 2. You guys have mastered the art of going after what you want, but not in like a way where it's unattractive. Like, you're desperate and you're chasing. Like, this is not what this is about. It's about the fact that you guys intuitively know what your partner needs and they don't really feel like they need to constantly initiate. Like, you could be thinking, oh my God, I need to get bread tonight. And boom, they text you, picked up the bread, honey. Like, it's like you're just on it in a way where people just don't, like, they don't. And I do have to say, pile number 2, you could have a high drive and ambition in a lot of different ways, so they don't feel like they have to always initiate in getting you motivated in life, okay? And you guys can translate that however you want to translate it. They don't feel like they always got to initiate. Like, they actually feel like you enjoy spending the time with them that you're spending, if you guys get what I'm saying. Pile number 3, I'm trying to say this in a way where you guys understand. But also, it could be PG as well. Like, you just genuinely feel like you enjoy being there. I just feel, pile number 3, that people that you've dated, or at least this person you're inquiring about or whatever, have experienced like people that made them feel like it was work, like caring for your partner. Whereas you guys come across that you're really freaking excited to be there and you love doing these things. Okay, pile number 3, I had to censor myself a little bit because I was trying to say something, but I just want to make sure it comes out like in a way where you guys understand, but I try to keep it clean over here. Again, you guys check out my Patreon if you just want a little bit more unfiltered type of reading, right? But the point I'm trying to say is that, like, people sometimes feel like when they have a partner that they don't really enjoy doing certain things with them, but you guys give off this energy where you really truly feel like you enjoy being with that person, okay? And I also feel as well that you also, it's not even an energy where you guys are like, oh, I want this person to pick me, I'm gonna do the most for them. There's actually an energy where, like, if this person chooses you and you know that, then you guys got each other's back. And they don't feel like they have to constantly check in and see if you got their back. Like, it's almost like once you guys are in this relationship, then you're heavily committed and you do everything for that person that you need to in order to make sure that relationship is going good and well, including maybe being a little possessive and keeping an eye on that person. But here's the thing, pile number 3, a lot of times people need that. Like, they need someone to kind of keep them in check. And I feel like pile number 3, there is someone here that, whether it's an ex or the person you're asking about or someone in your mind, that loves the way you put them in their place and keep them in check. And I do feel like that includes telling them off when they're acting a fool. But telling them off doesn't mean you're just going to walk away and insult them. It means you're trying to tell them, I care about you. Get your crap together, you know? I still love you, you know? And that can be another thing too. Like, you have no problem, you know, letting people know you love them, but what the heck is going on here? Again, this pile, I feel like you may have a side of you, your partner's a little scared of you, but it kind of like turns them on a little bit, you know? Or your exes or your partners, and it's like, pile number 3, you make people you date feel alive, okay? They feel like, oh my God, like the passion is never missing in any single one of your connections because you guys bring the passion, okay? And you guys could have a lot of, you know, hate, love, make-up, breakup vibes in some of your connections, which people are, you know, when they're in something boring, they kind of think about you guys, like, and that could be kind of it. Like, you guys are kind of that ex or that person that people worry about, like, oh, they can come take my man if they want to because, you know, they got that vibe to them. So that's what I'm seeing. See what else we have here. I see you posting. Is it about me? Again, to fight with someone about you. What did I say, pile number 3? It seems to be you guys give off that energy. Okay, pile number 5. I feel as well that you have a strong personality, love it or hate it, and I feel that you got your person's back, or you have your ex's back, or people you date's back, and they have your back too. I also feel pile number 3 as well, that you have energy here of somebody that's also willing to fight. I feel like you guys are giving off this ride or die energy, especially with this certain individual here. Got King of Wands here, but fire placements, they can have that, but I feel like it's more of like you bring out a fire in the people you date. You make them want to fight for you. You make them want to. And because I feel like you guys like could be the same way, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, pile number 3. Like, you guys bring out passion in the people you date, and that's what they think of you. Your energy haunts me, and yeah, I will leave them behind for you. Some of you guys could have take somebody from someone else, because that kind of coming through, like somebody like, you know, like you wanted something and you went for it on a certain occasion, and this person's kind of like, okay, you got me, you know? But it doesn't mean that you guys are doing anything bad or cheating. I'm not saying like 7 of Swords or you guys are a side chick or a pick me or anything like that. No, it's like, okay, this is my man, you know, so I'm going to go for it. This is the woman of my dreams, so I don't see anyone but them, you know? Like, this is vibe that you make people feel like when you date the only man in the world, the only woman in the world, and you're making someone feel that way. And they really love that. And here's the thing, with someone who's kind of like, I hate to like throw these terms out, like a pick me or a low or insecure person that just wants somebody so badly or validation so badly, they can try, but they don't give off this energy because they are still seeking their partner's validation. You guys are not seeking their validation. You just like them and you like yourself too. And that's it. Like, I feel like this is kind of it. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, they could have had, like, there's someone here who's thinking of you in a highlight. They could have had people try to do the most for them. But first of all, they didn't do a good job like you guys did. But number 2, like, these people could have been weak and I don't want to insult like these strangers, but this is someone's energy I'm tapping into. Like, they could have enjoyed all these things too as well, but it's almost like you got the power here, if that makes sense. And you got the power over this person, like, okay? Like, they want to be taken by you, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, if someone feels like you got them, you know, you got them good, and that you're not afraid to go to keep, like, do what it takes to keep them, if that makes sense. Very weird, pile number 3. Let me know if that makes sense, because I feel like it's kind of a strange energy and I want to word it properly. So I don't want it to come across that you guys give off this vibe where you're chasing people and you're desperate. Actually, this is like, sorry guys, I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. I just feel like pile number 3, like, you guys just got this power where you can just go after what you want, you get it. And not only that, you kind of come in there and you leave people speechless because it's hard to find an energy like yours after the relationship ends. And you guys can be not afraid to fight and fight for who and what you want. But there's a 3 of Pentacles here, but your power in your relationship that you put into it, it's for a reason. Like, you want to build that person. You want to make sure the relationship's moving in the right direction. So you're willing to put in the energy to make sure that happens. And I do feel like pile number 3, maybe in the past, like, certain energies feel like they put all this effort in and the other person's not giving back. It's like pile number 3, if someone invests in you, you invest in them back. And they're like, yeah, like, this is what it's supposed to feel like, pile number 3. Like, you guys may have a quality to you where you understand relationships, it takes 2 to a relationship, right? So that's what I'm seeing, pile number 3. And I do feel like you guys keep it real and you're not afraid to have the communication you need to with your person and be passionate with them. And I feel like there's just somebody here who really is into you guys. Yeah, they could be talking about you guys a lot, and they just, I'm coming back. It's not a matter of, it's a matter of when. Yeah, I do feel like if you have a relationship with someone where you guys are on and off and you always come back to them, like they kind of love that about you, you know? They kind of feel like you guys got this bond. I'm not saying it's healthy. It could be toxic. It could be an ex here, but there is this vibe where I do feel like you guys, whoever's watching, like you really do stick by your people when you love them and you feel a destiny with them. And somebody here has acknowledged that in you and feels really lucky that you feel that way about them. And they do feel like they can't, like with you, like things are just like so much more amazing. Like I feel like pile number 3, you guys really light up the people that you date because you could be very passionate lovers, excellent lovers, and you love the love, you know? You got Taurus qualities here. You guys have Libra placements, fire placements, Leo placements. Like I'm definitely getting like this excitement, like you're mine. Like I feel like pile number 3, a lot of times people lack this like passion and excitement in relationships that you guys have brought to the table. That's what I'm picking up on. And this is this energy where, they're not afraid to like, you know, you're not afraid to fight and make up and break up and have that passion there, pile number 3. So that's what I'm seeing. I do hope you guys like that message. Bye guys. Okay, pile number 4, let's get right into it and find out what do the people that you date really think and feel about you. I had to kind of re-record this one a few times because the message was really interesting and it was coming through in a way where I guess the angels wanted you guys to hear this first. You guys are really good people. So most of the people you guys date or are friends with that you have fallen out with, or if they have hurt you or taken advantage of you, they definitely regret losing you. But one of the reasons is because you guys are such genuine, great people that your energy is always going to be missed. I also feel pile number 4, regardless if you have someone on your mind when you came to this reading, the energy that's coming through strong is actually an ex or a past lover that wants to reconnect because they are missing your kindness. And I feel like this person may have made you guys feel like you were not doing enough for them, or they could have hurt you or taken advantage of you, and they could try to come back, pile number 4. So I say watch out for that, because what I'm also sensing is people being very overprotective of you and wanting to make sure no one takes advantage of you, or there's an energy here of someone else you guys are dating and seeing that wants to make sure no one from your past comes back to take advantage of you. So what I'm feeling, pile number 4, is that there definitely is kind of like people watching you from your past, wanting to come back into your life. You also have somebody here that wants to be there for you and wants to be good to you in the current energy. I am sensing that if you guys have someone around you right now you're dating or seeing, they could feel this way about you, that you have a good heart and you've gotten taken advantage of, and they don't want that to happen again. And also, I do sense that there is this type of vibe where somebody that's around you right now could be feeling overprotective of you around certain people that are around you right now or in the past. Like you could have had an ex that really hurt you that's trying to come back, and you could be seeing someone new and they know that and they want to protect you from that. Or you could just be very open, or someone has witnessed that people take advantage of you guys. So pile number 4, again, you could have been accused of also being not such a great person by certain people, but I really feel like it's because they wanted to make you guys feel like you weren't a great person, if that makes sense. Like the message is kind of coming through a little wonky, so I'm trying to get you guys to understand what's going on here. It seems that there are people that acknowledge you're a really good person, but they also could turn on you when they feel like you're not working to their agenda anymore. Or you could have dealt with just narcissists that wanted to convince you you're a bad person, even though you guys knew that you weren't, but you could still question that. So I feel like pile number 4, it's pretty obvious you're a good person, and I don't want any of you guys ever really debating that. It just seems like there are some people from your past that wanted you guys to be in conflict over the way you viewed yourself because they were not happy with themselves. So again, if you were asking about maybe someone you're dating right now and things are going pretty well, I feel like this person sees you as someone they want to protect and take care of because they're kind of angry at certain people that they have witnessed take advantage of you, or they've heard of it because you told them, or something like that. I feel like pile number 4, you do have a lot of people that want to have your back and look after you and love you, which is really, really positive. I also feel that you have some people from your past that want to come back and take some more, but they could be in just some sort of narcissistic energy where they believe that they're entitled to do so. I don't feel like people actually think you're a bad person, but again, you could be in situations where people misunderstand you. And I definitely feel like some of you guys could have a connection to pile number 1, because I am sensing here that some of you guys may even question you're a good person because you don't fit other people's standard of how they want you to be, or you're focused on yourself right now, you're focused on your future, or you changed to a person that became cold to have to cut people off because of the way you were treated. So you got some people from your past maybe talking badly about you or saying or doing things about you that's making you second guess, like, am I a good person because I had to cut these people off, or am I a good person because they're saying this about me? But in reality, pile number 4, I do feel like you guys are very angelic people. You could have connections to the angelic realm. You could be seeing angel number 444. You guys are very big and open heart chakras, and you do have a lot of things to offer this world. And I do feel like there is this energy where you guys could be very well intentioned, but certain people are just dark around you because of the fact that you have this light. And sometimes light people really attract a lot of dark energies. And I feel like pile number 4, you definitely have attracted a lot of dark or twisted or even narcissistic, low vibrational people. And not because you deserved it, because you chose it, because you're a light in this world. And I want to remind you guys, don't let anybody make you feel like you're a bad person for putting up your boundaries. And I do feel like pile number 4, yeah, if you're such a bad person, then why have so many people were able to take from you, and you guys don't really take much from anybody. So I really feel that there could have been in the past situations where people really loved you guys and other people were jealous of that, or people wanted to be around you because you're a good person, but they are actually not really good friends. Does that make sense, pile number 4? I feel like a lot of people want to be around you because they know you're a good person, but they may try to make you feel like you're not so that they can kind of stay in your life, even if they don't have anything to offer you. And I feel like you guys may have had an ex or a friend that did that to you, and there's someone here that likes you romantically, and they don't want anybody else to do that to you, pile number 4. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you do bring out an overprotective side to people because they know you deserve to be defended. And I do feel like if you guys felt like you didn't have that in the past, you could be bringing that into your life in the future, especially if you walked away from certain individuals. I also feel pile number 4, this can also relate to the workplace. You guys do probably give a lot, and yet there's still people maybe around you criticizing your work or saying you're not doing more. There's definitely a sense, pile number 4, that you guys could be spiritually attacked because you are high vibrational and just spreading so much love into this world that people want to kind of put a damper in that. I do feel there's an element of you guys being a light worker and a healer that kind of gets these low vibrational people or energies kind of like coming after you guys for no reason. So I feel like pile number 4, you guys are victims of definitely people treating you badly, people turning on you, maybe your ex is turning on you, or people just trying to start hate campaigns against you and whatever, but you're just trying to be a good person in this messed up world. And I do feel like there are people that acknowledge you're a good person and continue to be a good person because, well, you guys don't need me to tell you that, but continue to spread your light because you are making a positive impact in something you're doing, maybe in the workplace or even in terms of dating and relationships. Maybe you guys were meant to help certain people up to the point where they didn't respect you anymore and you had to walk away. I do feel like there's just people hating on you guys, pile number 4, because you walked away from them, because you no longer granted them access to your energy. Not because you said or did anything or took anything from them. You just wanted people to stop taking from you. And I feel like that could be something you guys are going through right now. And I do feel that you guys are also willing to work on relationships and grow and see, like, you guys definitely, I feel like pile number 4, you guys definitely victims of, like, I don't want to say narcissist, but it could be that, or it could also be, narcissistic marriage or relationships or friendships or one-sided relationships. And it may happen a lot because you guys are just really good people. But I also feel there's a sense of you guys just being very high vibrational and angelic, and that can trigger a lot of like things in other people. We don't have to get into that, but I do feel like there's somebody here who wants to make things work with you because they want to protect you and they feel that kind of like you would do the same for them, pile number 4. I feel like there's somebody who kind of sees themselves in you, or you just have someone around you. Some of you guys are in a relationship right now and they're coming through and this person just really protective over you because maybe you opened up to them about something your ex did to you or something that happened in the past and they want to make sure it doesn't happen again. Some of you guys, I feel that maybe you've been in a hostile work environment. This is kind of a boss that feels like they want to look out for you. I feel like there's a mature man here or woman, that you guys are dating or have dated that wants to kind of have your back. And I feel like pile number 4, you guys maybe have been through a bit of betrayals. So I feel like your angels are also saying that they have your back too as well. And I feel like sometimes people may disappear from your life, but just know that's divine intervention. You guys may actually get ghosted a lot, but that's your angels just removing people from your path. Some of you guys may have abandonment wounds because you feel like everyone in your life leaves, but in reality, your angels are highly protecting you and making sure the right people come around in your life that need to. And I do feel, again, pile number 4, that relationships may turn sour, people may turn on you, but I do feel like God, your angels, test the people around you to make sure that they have what it takes spiritually to stay around you because you guys do have high vibrational energy. And I just posted this on my Instagram. You guys can follow me on there, Queen Alice Love. But it was something like this, and you don't necessarily have to believe in this, but it's just like, just hear me out. It was like, you know, if the devil can't get to you, it'll get to the people around you. And I feel like you guys need a strong circle around you. You need a strong protection circle because you are someone with a high spiritual purpose and a high spiritual energy. So when other people around you are not strong, they can also turn on you or attack you because they're being susceptible to these energies that are kind of like low vibrational, if that makes sense. So if you guys believe in spiritual warfare, that's kind of like the energy I see, that you guys could be a victim of that. Or you're just good people and somebody wants to protect you. It doesn't have to be that deep. But I do feel like, again, that you guys could just have a really good heart, and other people may be wanting to take advantage or wanting to use you. And I feel upon number 4, you guys are learning your value, maybe in terms of your work and trying to hire your price. And you could be dealing with people trying to tell you that you're asking too much, when in reality, keep going, because you guys deserve way more than what you have gotten in the past. And I feel like most people will try to take from you guys because you guys are really great people. And I just feel like you're a gem, you know? I'm not saying most people are bad people, but I do feel like a lot of people don't have as much to offer that you guys have in terms of just being a big-hearted, genuine person. So you guys may have to learn the world is not a safe place, and you have to watch out for certain people, because I kind of feel like pile number 4, you guys could be kind of like pile number 1. You guys should really check that out. There's a sense that you are like pile number 1, but there's somebody here who sees that you're only defensive because you've been hurt so much or taken advantage so much or betrayed so much. So, or you're a victim of some sort of abuse or something like that. And this person's like, okay, I want to work with this person, or I want to protect this person. And also pile number 4, another side of this is that, very interesting enough, that you guys also help people see that there still is good people in the world. Maybe it is through your work or through your relationships. So you guys are actually very needed on this planet, that when people encounter you, they're like so happy to know that there are good and genuine people on this planet. And a lot of people love to know you guys, support you guys, and think really highly of you. And don't let anybody in your past that was taking advantage of you make you feel like you're not doing enough for people, for humanity, for God, or for whatever, because I feel like pile number 4, you guys are doing a really good job, and the angels are also working overtime to protect you guys, especially at this time, because you guys have done the work to get rid of people you needed to, that were opening the doors up to negativity, hate, gossip, low vibrational energies, whatever you guys believe. You know, I feel that, wow, you got dark male and fair male. This is like different people coming in here, so it doesn't really matter, you know, what features are. But I feel like there's just 2 energies here where it's like somebody just wants to protect you from someone else. Like someone feels like someone else doesn't have the best intentions over you guys. I feel like pile number 4, again, you guys could also just kind of bring out a protective side of certain people. Like you could have 2 people here who both think they know what's best for you, or both be interested in you, both think the other person isn't great for you, right? It doesn't have to be like, okay, this person knows everything and whatever. But the truth is that you guys do have a soul that's like, that is big-hearted and people love, and people feel like an automatic connection to you with the 6 of Cups there. A lot of people from your past have an attachment to you. So you may find that people may become overprotective of you and very critical to new people to enter your life. I feel like, again, use discernment. Sometimes people do this with the best interest, but sometimes people just don't know what's best for you. I do feel like you guys have somebody here that wants to court you, wants to be in your life, but they feel like maybe another option or another person around you isn't good for you, pile number 4. So yeah, I feel like pile number 4, the people you date also think about the fact that they feel other people have used and abused you, or that they witnessed you go through betrayals or something like that, and they want to protect you. That's kind of like a vibe I see here. Or people you've dated, or someone you date right now currently, if you have them on your mind, they feel like part of their purpose is to protect you, which is very sweet, pile number 4. And I feel like that's what soulmates should do. You shouldn't have to feel like you're in a relationship with someone where you guys are competing against each other, or you have to defend yourself against the person you're dating. It should feel like a partnership where that person's truly protecting you. And I feel like pile number 4, you have somebody here who feels very protective over you. And you could be in some sort of environment where other people want your time, energy, and attention, but this person's trying to protect you. It could be workplace. Like, could be someone in your workplace has a crush on you. It could be something about your work. It could be something about friends or something like that. Like, I just feel like, again, it could be your boyfriend and your husband, for those that are married, coming through, that feels like you deserve better and that they want to look out for you, and that they get you, that other people misunderstand you, and that they want to protect you, and that they're the one for you. So again, pile number 4, I do feel like people fall in love with you guys very easily, and that can also bring a dark side out to people where they do feel like, okay, like they're the only one that can get you and something like that. I do feel like pile number 4, you guys have dealt with maybe people rushing to try to commit to you or get you to commit to them. This is definitely an energy you guys should take your time, but I do feel that there's someone here genuine. Also, careers coming through. So maybe this has to do with the workplace. Like somebody wants to work with you and they have good intentions, and that could be your sign of that. Like you guys have been in business situations where people try to use you or network with you or take advantage of you, but it looks like someone here has a good intention here. This reading is about dating. So again, you guys do have a lot of people that are interested in you guys. And so you should know that. And you've definitely had people that wanted you to not see that. And I feel like a lot of you guys are, with this pile, extremely humble. And you don't realize the light that God, your angels, the universe really sees you in. You guys don't actually realize how protected you really are. Well, maybe you do, but I feel like for some of you, a lot of people got thrown off your path because, you know, your angels are like, absolutely not. It's not going to fly. You guys have a lot of money coming towards you. That's just coming through as well. You guys know a lot of people from your past lives too. You guys have a lot of people around you that think they know what's best for you. You guys should trust your intuition. But I do feel like, you know, there is an energy if you're asking about somebody here that is genuinely wanting to protect you. But again, they may have, like, you may not agree with their methods. Like, it just feels that also upon them for you. Maybe some of you guys do have overprotective family members or friends too. It seems that a lot of people have acknowledged the fact that you're a genuine and good person, and they all feel like they should protect you from other people. But it also feels as well that sometimes those are the people that you need to protect yourself from too. Like, if that makes sense, because I do feel like there's a sense where you guys are meant to just walk a spiritual path, and you'll end up where you need to be. Yeah, I feel like you guys got choices in love, and sometimes people will see that and they'll convince you your other options or other choices are bad because they want you to themselves. That's another thing too as well. It doesn't mean they have bad intentions, that in their eyes, they're the best for you. So you should listen to them. So I feel like there's someone here who thinks they're the best thing for you and that you should listen to them, use that with discernment. I also feel that there's people that you guys have had in the past take advantage of you and you're healing from that. But I do feel like you are, a lot of people fight for your time, energy, and attention. A lot of people acknowledge that you are angelic in one way or another, or a great person in one way or another. And I do feel that people have gotten karma for treating you badly. Got the Lovers here and the Hermit and the Knight of Cups. And I do feel like there is somebody here who wants you all to themselves so that they feel like they can protect you. Maybe some of you guys with the Fans card here too as well. Like, you got a lot of people who like, maybe you guys are successful one way or another, and there's people who want to get around you, but not for the right reasons. Again, I feel like you guys are really good at listening to your intuition. Should just trust that if you're confused right now. I feel that it's not in your head that certain things, or you can't trust a certain person if that's how you feel right now. I do feel that someone could be opening up to you about how they do want to be there for you, and they do feel like you are a good person. And you could be hearing hearing from them. Let's see what else we have here. Someone will gossip about your secrets. Yeah, there's also a sign. It's also a sign that maybe you guys have dated or been with someone that was aware that other people were hurting you and they didn't protect you. And I feel like you guys were good to walk away from that. Like, if you had intuition that somebody was gossiping about you or didn't have your back and you walked away from that, that was a good choice. Because I feel like you guys may intuitively be moving towards someone that is going to look after you and take care of you if you haven't already. And I feel like if you are dating or seeing someone, you feel like that's how they feel about you. This is a confirmation. Getting together with friends, and someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. You guys may have to walk away or have to walk away from people that are not willing to change if they're bringing you down or bringing darkness into your life. Someone is leaving your life. Yeah, I feel that you guys may have someone around you that is trying to help you be protected, if that makes sense. And you guys should be open to that, but also don't let other people influence your relationships as well. It should just be, you know, kind of like what your intuition is already telling you. You'll receive a gift. Temptation will test you. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys may have had friends that try to lead you down the wrong path or tempt you to do things you don't want to do. And I feel like your intuition is telling you guys that, yeah, that to trust that then, if that's what you're feeling. Because this is just like a different message coming in. I feel like you guys are really good people, and you could also like to make other people happy. So you've been pushed to do things you don't want to do. And I feel like if people have been doing that in your life, it's time to walk away from that. And I feel like, again, there seems to be an energy here you guys are inquiring about if it's something that, if it's not the person that's pushy or that you feel that they're not the one to be trusted, then it's like a good energy here that feels like they want to commit to you because they want to commit to this connection with you because they feel like they can really help you because they want to take care of you, they want to work with you or be there for you. You're my type. I look for you in everyone. I could never afford someone like you. You are divine. And then we have your energy haunts me. Yeah, we have an ex here that really just didn't have what it takes, or a past lover that didn't have what it takes to treat you well or treat you respectfully. So they could have made you feel lesser about yourself. And someone else sees that or saw that and they want to be there for you or something like that. Or you've had friends that want to take advantage of you and someone like is overprotective of you, or you guys could be dating or seeing someone, or that's the way people you date view you. Like they want to protect you. They want to be there for you because they're a good person. And sometimes they need to protect you from themselves and they don't realize that. That's kind of what I'm seeing pile number 4. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. I do feel like there's an energy here where somebody does want to come in and they feel like they need to protect you and help you, but it's up to you what you guys choose there. I feel you guys could be just in a defensive energy because of what you've been through. And the Hermit card's there too as well with the Star. Yeah, I feel like right now you guys could be in a hermit time, just trying to make sure, you know, the people around you have your best interests at heart. You guys could be in a transition of like work or friends or dating or life, and I do feel that you guys do have a lot of options, but you want to make sure that you date someone that truly wants to protect you and have your back. And I do feel like there's somebody here who is thinking about you in that light. It's up to you if you really feel like they're someone that you can trust, because I feel like there's a lot of energies coming in here. And that's what I'm seeing for pile number 4. I feel like people see an opportunity with you and that you have a lot of value and that you attract a lot of opportunistic people because of that. And everybody kind of wants you for themselves. So it's up to you who you choose to have in your circle, because I feel like everyone will try to come around you for their own agenda and try to convince you that they're the right one, they're the right friend, they're the right business partner, you're the person you should marry, and everyone else is bad. But it's up to you guys to see who kind of fuels your vision and pray on it and ask for God for signs about, you know, who are the people that you're meant to be around and the people that are meant to be removed. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 4. And again, if you guys don't know, I still have 70% off going on in my shop, my digital decks. And if you guys spend $40, LoveExistsShop.com, you also get a free coffee oracle deck, the one you see here. Yeah, and I also feel pile number 4 that people feel like you have an inner strength because you have gone through so much, yet you don't let anybody bring you down, or people have tried to hurt you and destroy you, but yet you're still persevering. And you also keep your kindness. Like you never stop being an amazing person, and people see that as strength. Yeah, success and pride. I also feel as well that there's also people that want you guys to feel like you haven't accomplished as much as you have, but you guys are extremely humble is what I'm seeing. And people you date like feel like sometimes you guys don't even see how amazing you are. And sometimes people have used that to their advantage. But there's somebody here who definitely wants to be closer to you because they feel like they can help protect you. So that's what I'm seeing. Could be someone you're dating right now. And if you have that person on your mind, you're inquiring about them, that's what's coming through. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, for more. All right, bye guys. Okay, pile number 5, let's hop right into it. This is the first pile where I actually didn't even pull any cards yet, but I started to get messages right away. People that you date definitely think that you guys are a life-changing experience, that you change them, that you change the energy of their lives, or you change the trajectory of their lives. So I do feel like pile number 5, you guys are coming into people's lives with a bang. You probably have a very powerful energy, very powerful impact, and you guys are my people that, no matter what you do, you always have a strong energy. Like you kind of come in like the tower moment. Again, I kind of channeled a reading like this just recently on my collective where I was talking about the same exact thing. You guys may want to check it out, if you're on there, if you saw it, but this is definitely a sign if you guys watched that video before this one, because what I'm seeing is that you guys genuinely change the energies of the people that you guys date, you encounter, that you even exchange with, that you're friends with, that you work with. You definitely have a gift where you change people, their vibration, you open up their minds, and you just kind of get them on a whole new level. So that is something a lot of people that you guys have dated, they talk about this. They talk about you to other people, saying that you changed them. And even if things didn't work out, they're kind of grateful for that. Like people have spoken to other people that you guys, basically people you dated have spoken to other people about you in this way, saying that you taught them a lot of life lessons, that they're actually grateful for having an opportunity to be around you, and that you have positively impacted them. And some people could also feel like that impact wasn't the best. They could be resentful because they wish they never met you because you forced them onto a path where they needed to change. But at the end of the day, their soul is thanking you, because some people really just need to get off this toxic patterns that they're in, because you guys have the ability to kind of throw people into some sort of spiritual awareness that they need to be having. And maybe, that's part of your purpose here. God, your angels may use you for that. You guys could be annoyed about this, but that's why you may come into people's lives and have to leave their lives, and leave some sort of impact. But that is something that a lot of people you date talk about. I'm hearing talk about you. So a lot of people you guys date do talk about you. Pull up your pictures, get nostalgic about you, remember the things you guys said, because they kind of hold on to every word because of the way of how profound you guys are. Again, would not be surprised if you guys have some sort of job or situation in your life where your words are meaningful. And if you guys haven't, explored that, you probably should, because I feel like your words have impact, and the people you date definitely have their lives changed just because you guys kind of came in there and came in like a wrecking ball is what I'm hearing. So let's see what else we have going on here. What's the deal here? We got new love. You definitely turn people into like new people, new versions of themselves. And you also make people you date want to be a new version of themselves or want to be better. And I was kind of saying that in that reading that I was just referencing, that you could have somebody here that feels like you changed them. I'm hearing the reason to start over new. The reason is you. Like I feel like you guys have the ability to get people to be better because of the way that you stand in your power, you speak with impact, and you're not doing things for your own benefit. You just move with love and strength and courage. And I do feel that also there is a side of you that that the impact that you're leaving on people's lives is not, again, for you or for your agenda. Like, you guys may try to help people in a way that even if they're out of your lives or you guys don't work out, whatever you did, you set them on the right path. Like, people have said, this person has saved my life, they saved my business, they saved my marriage, whatever. Maybe you guys are counselors or something, I don't know. But I feel that some of you guys may be, or it's just the impact that you guys have had on people. And I also feel that, some people may not like the fact that you guys have came into their life and impacted them, because I do feel there's another side of this pile number 5 where people have come into your life thinking that they're just these amazing person that can't do no wrong and they're God's gift to humanity. And you may have a side of you that's pretty savage and real, and you have humbled people, or you expose people that were fakes or phonies, and they feel like, I can't show my face in this town again. Like, there's definitely a lot of people that may not like you guys, but they also can acknowledge the fact that you put them in their place, if that makes sense. I do feel like pile number 5, like, there's a lot of people that I feel in this reading, could be talking very positive about you because of the fact that you've helped them. But there's also some energies here that may talk about you guys in a way where they are mad at the power, the influence that you have, and they're jealous of it. Again, that's kind of coming through. But I do feel like pile number 5 that, a lot of energy that's coming in here is more about the fact that people that you guys have dated really actually feel like you changed them into a better person, or you gave them the awareness they needed so that they can have a happy, successful job or relationship. And that was your intentions all along. I also feel 555 that you guys are this energy where you implement change and you change the energy and the dynamics of every room that you guys enter into. Now, there's another side of this pile number 5 too. I do feel like there's an energy where people may fear you, because I do sense, this is a tiger's eye over here, I'm pretty sure, right? So it's like you guys just have this like strength and this ability to get people to move their asses. And there could be times where you have impact on people that no one else can have an effect on. And I feel that a lot of people credit you guys to why they kept going or their success, even if you guys don't know that. I also feel as well that I feel that pile number 5, there could be a lot of circumstances. This kind of ties to the last reading, that people may have thought that they could take advantage of you or use you because you were like a really sweet, nice person, a good person, a light worker, a healer. You guys already know, what it is. But this pile is like, you have a side of you that people fear, because what I'm sensing is that another thing people say about you that you date, that you're not one to be messed with, and they regret ever lying to you, cheating on you, stealing from you, trying to hurt you, because like you put them in their place or they got karma. Like, there's something about people trying to do the shiesty things that they do, and you guys being the one to put a stop to it. Some of you guys could be in some sort of line of work where that's something that you do. But I also feel as well that you guys are not afraid to put people in their places, and that's something that people you date are also afraid of. I feel like pile number 5, another thing I want to say is that you guys could have dealt with players or people that thought that they could just like use you as an option or something like that, and you got your lick. I don't know how you got lick back. That's really weird. But maybe some of you guys are not afraid to just tell someone off, like, yeah, I'm not the one for that. I feel like there's something about you guys creating an impact and people just having this strong love-hate, like, after they leave your energy. But even if they hate you, it's for the betterment of them, And I feel that pile number 5, if people ever thought you were an option to play around with, they realize that 10 of Swords, you got the last laugh. Like, something always happens that makes you guys kind of like teach the lesson you need to teach on that individual. So yeah, I feel like this is more about maybe flings or people that may have wanted to hurt you or get a reaction from you, or people that are in a player energy that ain't nothing to do with you, but they could just try to hurt the people that they encounter or cause drama, or they have they're in a low vibrational energy and they try to drag you into that, and then they ended up getting themselves got. Like, there's something about somebody getting karma. We got an Knight of Wands here, so it could be somebody that was trying to mess with you guys, and that's something that people you date notice, that they get karma, or that everything can be going right in their life. And by right, they mean getting away with doing horrible things to people. And then at the moment that you guys enter their path, something happens and they get humbled or something like that. We got Seven of Swords here. What did I say? You guys can also call people out on their crap before they even do it. And there's definitely was people here who try to use you to their agenda and failed miserably. And I feel like you guys, got the last laugh here. And then there's also people that try to run and exit from your life because they didn't want to face the repercussions or the actions and things that they have done. But I feel like your face will always haunt these people, and they always think about what they've done to you, and for whatever reason, even if they've done it to other people. And it's like a part of them is like, yeah, like you are like that face that like they need to see, like the face that haunts them, that makes them need to change or something like that. Pawn number 5, very interesting. So yeah, guide your angels may use you guys for that purpose. Like, you guys will not be afraid to like go on a date and someone's disrespecting you. You like get up and leave, or just walk right out if you see something you don't like. And a lot of times, pawn number 5, people never really get put in their place. They could act nice and be like, oh my God, I'm on the worst day ever, but never confront people. You guys can be very confrontational when it comes to the change that people need. And it could be like something takes over you. Because I feel like you guys could have this side of you where it's like you tell people what they need to hear in order to be better. And that could really make them hate you or love you, because not a lot of people are receptive to that. And there are people here that like, I feel like there's someone here who wants to say sorry for something they did, but they kind of chickened out and left your life or something like that. But there's also energies of like, positive energy with the Emperor here. Like, I'm hearing Mulan, I'll make a man out of you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, pawn number 5, but in a positive way, like you kind of make a man or a woman out of the people that you're dating. Like, you tell them like, this is what you need to do to be better, and you can either take it or leave it. That's why I do see mentorship or coaching. Like, pawn number 5, people you date think that you can mentor the same gender as well, it doesn't matter, but you mentor people to their potential, or you bring people to their potential, but you also have no problem destroying their ego or something that is needing to be destroyed in order to get them to where they need to be. Like, I feel like you guys have no problem hurting people's feelings, walking away, so on and so forth. So pawn number 5, the people you date are kind of afraid of you. They're kind of afraid of you and your power, because I do feel, again, especially in combination with the last pile, like some of you guys could be, really kind, nurturing, loving, amazing people. But yet, at the same time, there's another side of you that comes out if you're messed with, whether it's spiritually speaking or your own power. You're like, hey, knock it out. Like, and I do feel like there's certain people who thought they could do some slick stuff, and now they're scared of you. Like, they don't even want to face you anymore. So yeah, a lot of people you date don't even want to look you in the eye anymore, pile number 5, because they're afraid of what you would say to them. So yeah, I feel like you guys have no problem ripping someone a new A, We got the 5 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, and you guys have done that. And you're meant to impact people on that level. And sometimes it's just energetic, Like, being your energy field really messes some people up, especially if they're in a low vibration and they need something to kind of pull them out of that. We have the Page of Pentacles. A lot of people are meant to learn from you guys, and the Hierophant there, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like, again, pile number 5, this is kind of like pile number 1 too, but you guys are definitely meant to be with someone that also has this energy, that also likes to learn and grow and be challenged, because I believe you guys like to learn and grow and be challenged too. Like, it's not an energy where I feel like people are afraid of you. It's actually energy where people are actually very attached to you and want to be around you, and they see you as, like, people see you as what they want to see you as. You guys have Pisces in your chart. Like, people kind of see you in the way that they want to see you, but then they make it a reality check because you end up not being what they thought, in a good way, but maybe not a good way for them. And there is an energy here, pile number 5, that people think that they could take advantage of you, or thought that, and then they really learned the hard way. You taught them a lesson, and that's what also is coming through. Like, people there's people like suffering from the repercussions of their actions, of the way they treated you, and it really messes them up. You guys are a very spiritually protected person, but I also feel that aside, you're a very strong person, and you probably spent many past lives being a badass. And you guys are not afraid of people, I'm seeing, or you're not afraid to stand up for yourself, or you're not afraid to stand up for what's right. And people are surprised that they can't run their games on you, pile number 5. So that's what some people you date have talked about, that they can't run their games, that you figured them out, that you called them out, that you know when they're lying, they're cheating, they're doing this, they're doing that. Like, you automatically know when something's off way before, or even before someone even does it. Like, and I feel, pile number 5, that anyone with a bad intention or someone that doesn't want to be called out will flee or try to run away from you because they just feel like they can't get away. They have to grow and elevate to be around you or be better. And I feel that pile number 5, you also have called out friends as well, like, or people that needed it. That's what people you date see. And I feel like pile number 5, there's somebody here who kind of likes this about you because it's like you're not afraid to put people in their place. And there's somebody here who feels like they kind of need more of that quality in their life, like that, because they feel like they've been kind of like or they could just be in some sort of line of work, or in reality, people are always trying some slick stuff. So you guys could be very intuitive, psychic. You just have this ability to like call people out on their stuff or call things as you see it, or you have very good discernment. You have the gift of discernment. I'm seeing that you guys just know who's fake or who's real. Like people you've dated have noticed, like if you guys called out a certain friend in their life, that friend ended up hurting them or betraying them. Like you end up knowing exactly who to trust and who not to trust. And I do feel like there's somebody here who likes that about you because they feel like that can really be something positive in their life, in a partner. But at the same time, this person may have to grow or change because you called them out on some stuff too. Like I do feel like there's like these Knight of Wands that just kind of are players and they never end up, wanting to build anything. They just mess around or mess with people or break hearts. And you guys are very good at calling those people out. But then there's certain people that just need to grow up and be better. And I feel like those type of people really end up respecting you guys because you make a man or a woman out of them. And I feel like these people that don't have that quality, they kind of run away with their tail between their legs. Like when they get into your energy field, it doesn't matter if they're a man or woman, but it's like you have this ability to call people out. Some of you guys may do this for work, or some of you guys may, like I said, you could be a mentor or a coach or a teacher. You have the respect of a lot of people and your opinion weighs value, if that makes sense. So if somebody felt like you saw them in a bad light, that really kind of wrecked them. People kind of seek your approval, pile number 5 too. So this is why you guys should definitely check out the collective, because this is very similar. Like you guys have this quality where people want your reassurance, they want your validation, and you guys are in your power. So that's why when people get called out by you, and that's another thing too, pile number 5, because a lot of people have not dealt with anybody that was able to call them out. Some people don't even know why they're doing what they're doing. So for you to call them out like that kind of wrecked them. And some of you guys do call people out on your stuff and you have no problem doing it. You continue to do it. And people actually love you for that because you're saying what everyone else is thinking sometimes. Like you could be in a group and someone's just being a dickhead and you're like, well, quit it out, cut it out. Like there's no reason for that, or people have tried stuff with you and you just put them in their place. And there's other people like, wow, like I wish I was that cool and badass, like pile number 5. So yeah, you guys are cool, you're badass, you're strong-minded, and there's people you guys dated that actually want to be like you, like, or they love this quality. They think it's so cool that you guys just don't care what people think, and like in a way where you're not people pleasing. Does that make sense? Pile number 5, like you don't care if people don't like you. You care about the truth and what's right. And some of you guys could there's also this energy where, in business, it's really like people respect that. Like you can't be like you're not a sellout, pile number 5. Like I feel like if this has something to do with your work, like you could have been offered shoddy deals or you could have been offered things for money and you don't use, you don't do, I feel like pile number 5, like you don't take shortcuts or you have morals, integrities, values. That's what people you date think. And they also see that you're a type of person that does things the right way and you think it's important. And I feel like pile number 5, you guys could be religious or spiritual or have like your morals for a particular reason. But yeah, I wanted to save you, but maybe I need you to save me. Yeah, there's an energy here that I feel like you guys are divine, like, and you have kind of like this energy where you channel and you tell people what they need to hear, and you have spiritual gifts that you're meant to call people out at certain points, even if you don't want to. I was a coward. I pretended to be someone I wasn't. Now you're gone for good. Yeah, and I feel like people do get afraid of you guys because you require people to keep it real, or else you're going to walk away because when someone's BSing you guys, for sure. So that's what I'm seeing. Pile number 5. See what else we have here. Yeah, I feel like pile number 5. Let's see. Get a little more information here. Yeah, I really feel like pile number 5, people that you date really respect the fact that you tell them the truth and you help them change their lives. And there are people you guys dated in the past that credit you guys for telling them what they need to hear, get them out of a tough time. And even if things didn't work out between you guys, you'd be surprised how many people, even if they grudgingly did it, worked on the things that you told them to after your relationship with them was over. I do feel like pile number 5 that you guys also have overcome a lot of obstacles and people that you date have seen that in you. And I also feel as well that a lot of people see you as someone they want to date and be with because you don't let any negativity or what people think ever affect you. And again, you guys could, but you're strong. And this is a pile where I feel like you guys are leaders or meant to be leaders in one way or another, or you're just a strong ass person. And it could not even be in a leadership way or a dominant way. It could be in, if you're just a feminine energy or masculine energy, doesn't matter, but you could just be minding your own business and, you know, people trying you and you're like, get the hell out of my face. Like, I feel like you guys just are in a self-protective energy as well. And you have no, like, if people try you, they're gonna F around and find out, pile number 5. And I do feel that someone here wants to be like, I'm sorry, you know, and come back because they feel like you called them out on it and they kind of respect it. And I feel like deep down, some people actually need this, and they're going to see that they need those people in their life because there are things holding them back, people holding them back, and you're the person that can call that out. So I feel like there's somebody here who feels like you can actually help pinpoint what they can do to improve in one way or another. And maybe in the past, this person didn't really want to ask you for advice, but now they're seeing this power you hold, and they're like, I'm dumb to not take advantage of this. And I feel like, yeah, you guys do have an ice king, ice queen to you. So I do feel pile number 5. People think that you are hot, you're attractive. Like, this quality is so freaking attractive. It's also giving me like that 9 of Wands, like you're hot because of the things you've been through, like makes you so attractive. Like, you got an edge to you. Like, people also might mistaken you guys for like a bad boy, bad girl, like rough. Some of you guys may have had a rough past, rough upbringing, whatever, right? You guys got kind of like a street smarts to you. People think that you date. So it's like, you kind of help them get out of a bind. And I feel like pile number 5, like you're that person people go to when they messed up and they really need someone's help. And then I feel like people you date come back to you or want to call you and help you because like you'll give it to them straight, like what they need to do. And I also feel pile number 5, there's certain people that are mad as heck that they thought they can get one over on you. You got the divine protection. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. I also feel pile number 5, there's somebody here who definitely wants to be better because they actually feel like these amazing qualities you have make such a great parent, and also you'll keep them, you know, you'll call them out on things they need too. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, pile number 5. Like, I do feel like this could be a new person in your life that's kind of loving these qualities you guys have, or someone wants to come back new and show you that they want to prove to you that they're not what you think that they are, they're better. Like, so there's energy to people that are going to run for the hills, pile number 5, but you also have people here that really respect what you put down and they want to be a part of your life because every time you give them advice, they applied it and they were successful. So I would not be surprised if you guys make money off this, and that if you don't charge for your advice, you should, pile number 5, because you guys are giving life coach, or, you know, someone will help you fix their lives. And yeah, I feel like you guys have come across a lot of broken people that try to hurt you or break you because they need healing. And I feel like you guys definitely have called people out. And there's definitely people who wish they'd done better by you, but they're too ashamed to see you. And you guys have dealt with that too. Yeah, I feel like the Justice card, there's somebody here who wants to make right with you guys, pile number 5, coming through in the reading. They feel like they've become more mature or better because of you. And I feel like this person feels like they're part of your destiny. And pile number 5, a lot of people want to be part of your destiny or your purpose. But again, it's like pile number 1, you guys are kind of picking and choosing who you help out, because some people, red flags, like they just kind of take your strength and your energy and they don't apply the advice. And I feel like you guys are getting really good at, you know, spending time with people that you feel that they're actually going to be growing and changing alongside with you. But I also feel as well, you guys have come through a lot of stuck and stagnant people that needed a reality check in for you to walk away from them. And I feel like those are the energies coming through where they're like afraid to even face you because you see the truth in them, and that's really scary. So I do feel like, yeah, you guys definitely have called out a few people, and some people you date from your past, they don't come back because they know you're going to call their ass out all over again. So that's what I'm seeing, but you definitely have an energy here of somebody that's trying to improve and be a part of your life. So I also feel you might be surprised. Someone might come to you for advice that you least expect. Someone who respects you, or someone might want to network or work with you or something like that too. And you guys have that energy where people that you date may end up just wanting to be friends or network with you because they see that you got some sort of value to whatever you're doing or putting out there. So keep doing what you're doing, pile number 5. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And you guys can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love. And don't forget, there's still a sale going on, 70% off in my shop, LoveExistsVisions.com. Okay, love you guys. Bye.